Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to
We here.
What's up, y'all? It's the Pretty Dope-ish podcast with your girl Lola B.
And your boy Ignite.
We have some special guests that don't listen
somebody's
to
volume is up.
instructions.
I'm sorry, I turned it
So it's okay. You know, we never can get it completely right, and that's just the beauty of our podcast. It's like we're the perfect fuck ups of the world. So we got special guests. We have Mel from Midnight Pleasures.
Hey y'all, what's up?
We have me, Anna, from Brown Explicit.
Let's get it.
And then we have our special guest, Big Homie. Really funny, but I was like, we probably just gonna shorten this by the end of the night. And he's like, yeah, my family calls me homie. I'm like, people don't call other people homie. And apparently that's not a term that black people use anymore.
I mean, I feel like it's outdated. Like jive turkey.
But I just thought that was another thing that I lost my black card on. And I was just like, damn it. One day I'm gonna be able to keep it. Anyways, so tonight is gonna be all about sex. So hopefully you guys tune in. Hey T, and get close and personal with us as we talk about some. Taboo topics, play some games, have some laughs and all that good shit. Oh, you said I was gonna forget this.
Told y'all.
I'm gonna get it. It's because we've been gone for like some weeks. Anyway, so it's your midweek break from adult shit, talking about real shit, life shit, and most importantly, shit that's on your minds. That was the whole thing I was supposed to say like 5 seconds ago.
As always.
We
I know.
rolling.
I'm gonna get it together
You know what you do tonight.
one day.
Put your kids to sleep. Yeah, have some wine. Have a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Smoke a little something.
Don't do cocaine.
Please. No coke.
I feel like
That's coke.
Why y'all need to say that?
So
We say that every week.
So basically, if you're tuning in for the first time, thank you so very much. Make sure you like our page, follow our page, and share it. We like those things and things. So our nightcap word of the night is gonna be pussy or dick, because 'tis the season for this to say that.
This was all Lola idea.
Yeah, I think. Although I do prefer the word vagina more for some reason, and like penis. But we can say. So everyone needs to take a drink. So basically how the game goes is that anytime anyone says pussy or dick, you need to take a drink of your choice. Unless your vice of choice is cocaine, then you probably should not do that multiple times because you may die and we want you to finish watching the show. This is why we talk about cocaine, because I say this every single time. Apparently I have a small curiosity about cocaine. So
Something on her deathbed. She
I'll
probably
be
gonna
curious about that kind of good.
you said what?
I'll be curious about that kind of good.
I mean, a little
rich
bit. I think a
rich
little bit of cocaine. Sometimes,
It's a rich drug.
randomly in Vegas,
All I
Off
want
of
is
a
my
boob.
weed.
She just
That's
trying
it.
would be okay.
She trying to take a bump.
I'm just saying. So tonight, again, like I said, we are talking about sex. We have the artist of the week, which is Shayla Chantel. Again, if you guys didn't watch our pre-show last week, Shayla can be seen sometimes on some Sundays on the barbecue. She is a fellow host on the 7 Mile Radio Network. So we're going to start it off by getting y'all in the mood. She sent us some really, really sexy tracks. The first one we're going to listen to is Spell It Out. So listen up real quick, get in the mood, and then we'll come back with some topics. Maybe yet. Oh, there it goes. This song, though, I was like, I was in the mood like this.
C-O-M-B-C-L-O-S-E-R T-O-M-B, baby T-O-U-C-H-M-Y-B-O-D-Y all night I-J-U-S-T-W-A-N-T-Y-O-U-T-O-B-E-man D-O-I-G-O-T-T-A-S-P-E-L-L-I-T-O-U-T for you. Late at night when I'm feeling kinda lonely, I'll call you up so that you can put it on me. I know you want to, but you act so shy. You holding back, I can see it in your eyes. It's okay, boy, don't worry, I won't bite you. trust me, I won't fight you. Believe me, boy, I'm what you need. I'm very, very talented, guaranteed. C-O-N-B-C-L-O-S-E-R T-O-N-B, baby. T-O-U-C-H-M-Y-B-O-D-Y all night. I-J-U-S-T-W-A-N-T-Y-O-U-T-O-B-E-L-L-I-T-O-U-T for you. I don't mind having to lead the way, long as you follow me. Take my hand and let me take you to a place, V-E-Y-O-N-D, your wildest dreams. If you want me to, then I will take it slow. Just between us two, I'll keep it on the low. Toe to toe, I can make you say whoa. So stop your frontin', boy, and act like you know. C-O-N-B-C-L-O-S-E-R T-O-N-B, baby. T-O-U-C-H-M-Y-B-O-D-Y all night. I-J-U-S-T-W-A-N-T-Y-O-U-T-O-B-E-L-L-I-T-O-U-T for you. I am in my bedroom. Why, oh, you can't be. You can be. V-O-N-L-Y, one that can make me scream. That can make me scream. I am in my bedroom. Why, oh, you can't be. You can be. V-O-N-L-Y, one that can make me scream. That can make me C-O-N-B-C-L-O-S-E-R.
Yeah, you can hear yourself.
I don't hear myself actually.
That was
Can
pretty
y'all
good.
really?
I like that
Oh.
song. I really like that song.
You know, I feel like it's really Mark's whole point in life to make sure I seem like an unlimited show. I am sure this is what this is. So,
That was a decent song. I like
what
that
y'all
song.
thinking about Shayla Chantel? I think that was super, super nice and sexy.
Yeah.
I was telling them when we was listening to it that I just finished doing my bedroom over, and it's really like a little sex palace. Apparently, my living room looks like you should do porn in it, and my bedroom looks like you should just be creating babies. And I have a canopy bed with like shears coming, and I'm like, when I first heard that song, I just imagined like somebody coming in half naked, and then me opening up the shears with my legs just open, and then we get a baby.
She get it.
I don't know. That's
You got a whole fantasy playing out.
yeah. I think I'm gonna play the song in a few days and see what happens.
Like the lights and everything, like blue lights and red lights.
Yes, like some yes, and then let me get real greased up so it can be like sparkling off my body.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna probably add the song to my little set the mood playlist as one of them little random songs that just get played randomly, you
I'm
know.
about to look her up, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a decent song. It was a little decent song. I want to hear definitely a little more music from her.
Yeah,
Hear her
so
voice. She got a little smooth voice.
I really loved it too. I thought that was just the perfect song to kind of start our whole conversation off, get everybody relaxed, get you in the right mind frame of things. Oh, and then Mel over here setting the mood. We got candles. Is this a aphrodisiac candle?
That is a pheromone soy candle. I know you talked about some. And so when that melts, you can use it on your skin and
Okay,
feel
okay.
nice and warm.
So let's get in the background for
Yeah, there we
Mel
go.
and Miani for everything. So let's start with Mel first. As far as what all you do, what all you sell.
So my name is Melanie. I represent Midnight Pleasures. I do in-home parties, selling all kinds of products. I'm not affiliated with any of the more commercial, pure romance, anything like that.
She's
I do my
black-owned.
own thing. I do my own thing, you know. Just have a good time, you know, educate people about sex, loving their bodies, really about self-care. I'm also a licensed therapist, so I do help people kind of deal with their issues emotionally, physically, mentally, otherwise. So kind of blending the two, giving some education and also encouraging you to love yourself. You and your pink dick.
Yes. I was gonna say I'm quite shocked how like nobody in the comments was like, is this
They
a
probably
dick
ain't-
next
they-
to
they-
her?
they probably
Because
ain't
I'm
seen
just
this
over here
yet.
staring at it like penis.
Yeah.
Like,
This
I don't
is
know.
one of the games that we play at my parties. It's actually a ring toss game. So it's just a good time. We have a good time. We play games, have fun, drink libations, and just have a good old afternoon.
Okay. Sis is my sister from Michigan State. You know, my home. You know, Michigan State fan. Shout out to Go Green, Go
Go
White.
green,
green.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, give us a crackdown, sister. What you got going on? What you do?
Okay, I'm Yana Suave. That's my actual name. I am a sex educator. I have a business called Raw and Explicit, which we focus on sexual health and overall well-being. And we basically are promoting, like, same thing, basically, what you're doing, promoting to eliminate the stigmatized thoughts of sex, as well as making the taboos conversations not so taboo. Just being able to educate the community on sexual health and sexual awareness, because a lot of people aren't fully educated on it. But we also talk about things in which are going on within our communities, like things within the LGBT community, and making it more comfortable for those who are interested in different kind of sexual activities or things, just to normalize it, as well as educating on sexually transmitted diseases, HIV, and making people more comfortable on the conversations. So that's really our goal. And we also have products now that we are starting to promote and sell, which are our CBD line, which basically focuses on sexual health, sexual wellness, and as well as your overall well-being as well. So, and I have a few products here. So.
I like to hear. Love to hear. Man.
Big homie's just our neighborhood freak that decided to join the conversation. As he was saying earlier, he's well versed in all things pleasurable. He didn't say that, but you should say that from here on out to people. Like, I'm well versed. I'm just saying, get all the hoes that way. Don't get hoes.
I mean, but she told me that on the phone,
We
and I
telling
was
the
like,
secrets.
no.
Did I
Okay. I
Did I tell you that
I've
on
been
the
eating
phone?
pudding
Yeah.
cups with no spoon.
No, he said
since
you-
I was 8.
Like, but I was thinking when we had this conversation earlier, 'cause I was talking to my boy. I'm like, are we really like freaks, or do we really know what being a freaky is, or that aspect of sex, or
What defines a freak?
or
I
it
feel
defines
like-
like just being like sexual and things like that?
For men, when y'all be like, yeah, I'm freaky, y'all just be like, oh, it's because I like to eat pussy.
That ain't
And we're like,
I'm like,
job.
that ain't nothing.
you're so basic. When women be like,
That's
we freaky, it's like,
high school.
let me watch you and like fuck some people in the corner with like, I don't know, something kinky. Like, I don't know. I feel like our freaky, our freaky songs,
The
I don't know, but I feel like our freaky, like, I don't even feel like, oh, you eat my ass is freaky. Like, I need, like, if I'm saying freaky, like, I need under bed restraints
Toe
and the
sucking.
whole X.
BDSM whip chains on that ass. Freak shit.
See,
Yes.
see that's freak stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah. I don't really think we be that freaky too much. Like, and most women ain't kind of are not like that either.
I feel
They
like
don't
that's,
know.
Yeah.
They don't
Not
know
most,
anything
not
about
most.
their body
Not most.
There's
and haven't
few.
experienced the
Yeah.
level
Yeah.
of sexuality that they can achieve. They haven't had that right one
Yep.
to hit that spot and have them appreciate their bodies.
so.
You know what I'm saying?
What are some taboo things that you think people like may want to do, but it's super awkward to like bring it up in the bedroom?
Anal sex.
I was gonna say that too. That's actually what I was thinking of.
Anal sex. Anything dealing with the anus, I feel as though that's really like.
Because guys
taboo.
don't really play that.
Do they?
But
They don't.
Not a lot. No.
I think
No.
more guys would be open to a finger up the ass if people didn't like try to. If people didn't connect you having a finger up your ass to being gay.
I mean, I feel like this.
I agree.
Besides getting my prostate checked, I don't want no finger up my ass.
Again, like,
And I ain't gotta get my prostate checked.
Miana, she agrees.
She like,
If-
I ain't ready for that.
If it was like a whole new, we erased everything that we knew about anal, and no one ever connected anal sex to being gay, and Babe was like, babe, come here, boop, and you were like, oh, that's the best orgasm I ever had. You're not gonna say nothing. You're gonna be like, babe, you wanna do that thing with your finger again? Because that whole gay thing is not gonna be in your head. But now you instantly think, oh, if I like something up my ass, like, you know, I'm gay, which is not, that's not true. Like, I mean, if you want to be pegged, it's a little intense. It's a little left, but I still wouldn't necessarily say you were gay. I would just be curious to how you know you like to be pegged, because that's a little intense. But I wouldn't be like, dog. Like, I don't know.
No, I completely agree. I agree 100%. It's just really when you. It depends on what you want. What you want exactly. It's the stigma behind it. If the stigma wasn't behind it, just like you said, that would not be an issue. And it's like most men don't even realize like that prostate nut is probably one of the best nuts you probably would have.
Damn, that's great. The prostate nut. That's about to be a hashtag, prostate nut.
Somebody's gonna leave here like, bae, we were on the podcast, and I know this is not gay, but do you want to stick a finger up my ass?
So do y'all just feel like people have, like you said, it's a stigma, with like it's a big stigma with like, talking about sexuality in general, especially after like being in high school and elementary, having sex education, like that's like the most we talk about sex. Like being adults, I don't feel like we really talk about sex like that. Besides more so regular just sex, getting head and regular sex. Other than that, it's not really a big conversation as far as what we want and things that we want to do or expect from our partner and things like that.
But that's the things that should be discussed as well, that a lot of people don't discuss or have that kind of conversation, because you're just going off the basics of the standards of what you know of sex, but yet y'all not having that conversation. Y'all not even gonna know what you're curious to try or want to try, and then you're not even gonna ask to be like, can we try this, because it's so in your head this is sex, and it's like, no, it's more to it. It's not just intercourse.
So Octavia said, would we date somebody like that or just have a fling with them? Are you talking about dating a guy that likes a finger up their ass? Is that what we're talking about?
I mean, what would you date? A 50 Shades of Grey type of guy?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Again, I just said I have shears coming from my canopy bed, and I have under the bed restraints. Tie me up, spank me, choke me a little, just don't kill me.
But my thing is, you don't even know what you would like because you ain't tried it.
True.
You know, so how do you know that's not the best experience ever? I think a lot of it has to do with like age and experience.
I don't know about. I ain't
Okay. It's
You know
okay.
what? And
Nobody gotta know.
But see, I thought about food instantly when she brought up the conversation of you don't know if you like it because you ain't tried it.
Exactly. That's my dad.
Some stuff is like if the name ain't right.
About cottage cheese.
If it smells funny, I can't eat it. I don't even have the experience.
And
that's food and females. If you got a funny name or a funny smell, I can't eat it.
But that's like she said, it go down to experience. Like when I was in elementary and maybe middle school, I used to say I wasn't gonna eat pussy. Why would I do that? Maybe not. But guess you get a little high school. You like,
look at me now.
Why wouldn't I do that? You're a fool not to do that. Like what's wrong with you?
So to bring it back to Octavia thing, I think that like, if I didn't have these really long nails, you know, but darn, I always have them on. If I didn't for some reason have these long nails on and my dude was like, babe, just stick this finger up my ass. I mean, the first time I may, because I will be curious. Like, I don't know, like, I want to see how you about to react. Like, is this going to be too comfortable? Like, because then I'll be thinking, like, is this something that you've been used to? But if you
gonna ask me to do this shit? Like, no.
If you ask me to peg you, I'm unfortunately I'm gonna have to exit left.
Whoa,
but
wait. So y'all sit up here and say that there's nothing wrong with it, but then if a dude asks you for it, you look at him crazy?
No, if the pegging, it's a little intense for me, but it's not because he wants to be pegged. It's more because I have no desire on putting on a strap and fucking you in the ass. That's just not my desire. I may be okay with sticking a finger up your ass. I don't know.
Pegging?
It is.
I never knew that.
A finger up your ass is not pegging, but like a item.
The last thing I knew about a peg was like the pirate with the peg
leg.
Yeah,
with the peg leg.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's the only thing I knew.
So y'all just got some education right there. I didn't know what, as far as males that didn't know what a peg, I didn't know what that was.
I mean, again, a finger up your ass is not pegging, but like a strap on is pegging. And again, some straight men may like it.
Yeah.
And it's I'm not down to nobody. Listen, whatever works for you.
Whatever your boat is floating, my opinion is my opinion, and you know.
And then so
enjoy it.
I love how you were saying like the whole conversation of like how you don't know what you'll be open to or anything. I must just be like the weird one out because like and this is so sad. It's really a poor reflection of my family. Horrible family, you. Gosh, if people who watch know my grandfather, it's fucking crazy. My grandmother is no better. They both freaks. like freaks from the motherland freak. And but that made it a blessing for me because I've always been a super open sexual person. Like I've always been
I've known Jasmine since middle school, so
yeah.
Okay.
Since middle school. And that's what I'm saying, like in middle school
She was a
when
freak ass kid, huh? Is what you're saying? That's what you're saying.
She's one of
really
those
was,
Man,
She
you
really
damn
was.
freak ass.
first and foremost,
She really put me up on game on a lot of stuff.
being kissed under stairs is
I can
not
go
being
get it.
freaky.
The first one, huh? That was the. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
But like even in middle school, like people just thought I was freaky, and I wasn't even doing nothing. Like I don't think I saw my first penis till high school or something. But then like the moment I started getting
You
head,
with the damn freaking
Yeah,
kindergarten.
she had a lot of information. We ain't never did that.
knowledge, not
She was
something
very,
from
she
middle
talked. She had a good mouthpiece.
So you knew how to suck a dick. You just never did it before.
She had a good mouthpiece where she.
A good mouthpiece. That's all I need to know.
She
Like,
probably
continue.
watched a lot of Superhead videos around that time.
Older siblings. Older
No, I'm the
siblings.
only child, but it was this like open communication of things. So like
That's good,
when I was
though.
16, so I promised my mom I wouldn't have sex until I was 16. But I had a boyfriend, so I had to do something before 16 because it was hard. So I started
We see
sucking
how that
dick.
went.
So I sucked dick first or whatever, and then like sometimes I'd be a
Stop
perfectionist, so I had to do some whole research. Like this is like back in the day when you had to print out stuff, and like I had a whole method, and apparently
Just go to the library.
some people used to call me baby superhead. So
You had to run your whole facts.
you said what?
We got to run your whole facts and see how many.
I don't even like the word whole facts because I feel like we all have a little hole in us. It just depends on how often we get
That's
into
what I was
it.
going to ask earlier. Like, what y'all was asking about what is a freak, and like a lot of times the conversation is what is the difference between a freak and a hoe. So would y'all like to expound on that?
A
if you
freak
will?
is because you like it. A hoe is when you get paid for it.
Let's get our guess.
I'm sorry. There we go.
freak?
The line between the freak and the hoe.
Everybody got some freak in them. Everybody got some freak in them. And when I say freak, I'm dirty, fun, slappy, pain, pleasure, freak. But a hoe don't give a fuck. They gonna do whatever, say whatever, fuck whatever, for whatever. And I think that's a difference.
I completely agree. I feel like being a freak is really being sexually liberating, where you like really understand yourself. You know what you want. You are open to new things. Being a hoe, I feel as though that's just being careless. Like you just don't care. You don't get tested. You don't give a fuck. That's what it is.
If that's the case, that's a lot of us males. Let's be real, 'cause a lot of us don't go get tested. And she said,
Well, I
being
feel like-
careless,
Like if you
we
don't
are
take
careless.
care of yourself, and like you can be freaky, sexually liberated, fuck whoever you want to fuck. That's on you. But taking care of yourself,
That's the big part.
that's the biggest part. If you don't care and you being careless of other people's health and other things like that, that's a hoe to me.
I like that.
It's out here. It's
Big
real.
homie. You want to speak for the male population?
I mean, with men, they just do what they want to do.
Silence. He's like, how do I try not to make myself seem like a hoe, but make it seem like I'm a freak? That's what he was doing.
Technically, we
Y'all some hoes.
Really,
Technically,
The
I feel
double
like think about it before.
The double
we probably more.
standard.
we more of a hoe than anything. We just that there's a double standard to it. So
I don't feel like I'm a hoe. I feel I might be a freak. You know what I mean? It's really the hoe to me, as we said on the last show, previous show. To me, I feel like it's a demeanor. It's the way that you carry yourself. Everybody
yeah,
would
that's
like
true.
to have sex all day, every day, if they had the right person to do it with. But if
That's
you,
too much work.
Well, sure. I mean, well,
All
okay,
day, every
all
day?
day, every day is exaggeration, but at least when you want it to, right? But the to have the demeanor that you are available to any and everybody for, anything. I think that's what the hoe is. Your demeanor.
Yeah.
You have the demeanor of a hoe. I mean, because you can fuck just as much as the quote hoe, but you don't carry yourself like you just open and available to everybody.
Yeah.
that's
See
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's the demeanor that makes you the hoe more so than the action, in my mind, anyway.
Fair enough.
I agree. You
I got
gotta
a
give
good
a clap for
question.
that. I agree.
I guess
You
we can
guys-
clap him for that.
Well, I mean,
We already heard this speech before.
yeah, I'm about to say, I said we said that on the show before. So I mean,
What is a good way that you guys think is to like ask your partner for something for a sexual pleasure? Like for me, it kind of hurt when we ask women for head, they pretty much get upset to a certain extent.
Some
You
women don't
just
like to be
gotta know
told
your
what to do in the
partner.
bedroom.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
No, go ahead. No, I'm just saying some women don't like to be told what to do in the bedroom. They just want to do their thing, show you what they got.
Communication is big, though.
I think so,
I mean, You gotta first know what you want before you can tell somebody else what you want. You know, and a lot of it kind of deals with explore your own body. You know, figure out what you feel like, and then you can advocate for somebody else to do it to you. If you know, oh yeah, okay. Then you can tell, okay, baby, hit it from this side and come on in. You need to know what makes you happy so you can advise the next person so they can do it.
That's therapy right there. I just felt that all in my soul. Like, let me go ahead and text him real quick. I'm gonna need you to do it like this. And she was all
Megan, just go ahead, girl. Megan Thee Stallion was like, hit that shit like this.
That is true. It's true.
That's how it is.
You have to be able to communicate and say what you want. And your partner has to understand what you want. Those are the big, like, communication, comprehension, the biggest things when it comes to a relationship or a successful one to me. For me, I'm more open with my own sexuality. So if I want to explore something with my partner, I just say it.
Right.
Like I just say it. But at the same time, you have to know the comfort of your partner as well before you actually go into just saying, yeah. So you have to know the limitations in which you can go through with your partner. So you gotta know also like the limits of that. So that's the biggest thing to me. But I'm comfortable with my sexuality and myself, so I can just, for me, it's like, oh yeah. But I gotta realize, like, if my partner isn't into that, I have to, like, kind of be like, okay, like, respect it, and then just go to see, like, what they want to do and explore and see if that's something that we can just compromise, with something.
So on a serious note, let me ask this question: how many of y'all in here got kids?
I do.
Okay, I have a daughter as well. So how do y'all?
Dad, go crazy.
Hell yeah. Oh,
2.
5. Well, it should be 5. But how do y'all feel about the world pushing sex on our kids so early? And what age do y'all feel like is a good age to?
My curiosity started at the age of 4. I asked my mama about sex at the age of 4, and she told me. Like, we had the conversation about the birds and the bees. She told me about a penis. She told me about a vagina. She told me how the ejaculation of sperm, how it fertilizes the egg. I learned everything at a very young age. It was something
Yeah, you the
mine.
real. She ain't playing
was
around.
No, she did not.
She-
No.
Yeah, and that's.
But you was
that's
ready to hear that?
how-
I ain't hear all that.
She didn't do it like the Bridgerton girl, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, they
You gotta
You gotta watch.
You gotta watch
I
it. She didn't do it like.
But you know what?
Everybody's
My
Bridgerton.
mother, similar situation. My mother went and got the encyclopedia and was like, look, open your legs. This is what you got. And so we knew, she was out there with it. But my mama was the neighborhood mama. So everybody would get
She
loving
said she
and
broke out the
instruction.
book.
Exactly. She
Open your
was
leg. You see that?
schooling
That's that.
everybody. This
That's
you
that.
and this your boobs and it feel good when it's and a man want to do that. So we like, for real? And I'm eating popcorn. I'm the youngest of 2 girls, so my sisters are 6 and 8 years older than me, so they went through all of it. They went through all of the shit. So I'm sitting at the foot side like,
I'm
okay.
the second oldest of 7 boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm second oldest of 7 with 5 boys. So my brother pretty
It's
much
the only girl.
taught me everything. But like her, she was kissing people in kindergarten. Honestly, like
What I
trying
know
to
is-
fill on them and everything. Like my brother was showing me stuff because he was 2 years older. So I'm
My brother 3 years older than me, so I'm following in his footsteps.
Playboy magazines and
Matter of fact, he
Grand
tuned in. I don't know if he's still
bathroom.
watching, but he tuned in.
I agree with both of them. I think it's whenever like the interest peak and you gotta have a conversation, because if you don't, somebody else gonna have that conversation, and that's when stuff go left. Like, again, I've always had an open communication with my whole entire family and everything. Literally, I think when I was curious about anal, I think I asked my grandma. Like, my grandma's the first person to give me like a vibrator. Like, she used to sell sex toys too.
Okay.
So we've always had this open thing, and not that I've never been anything sexual that I'm fearful to talk to anybody about, or my mama or anything about. Like, literally, I think just a few weeks ago, me and my mama were having a conversation about writing in the car. Like, we just have this open thing, and it started, so I've never had to hide anything. Like, I've just been able to be comfortable. And I think that's the issue, is that when you allow people to teach you something the wrong way, it's so hard to learn it the right way.
Yeah, and I feel the same way, because like my daughter, she's 3, and she's been on her body parts for a long time. Like, I've told her that, like she knows her vagina, she knows her buttock,
like
she
my
I
knows.
feel like I'm about to start talking
She
to my
knows
daughter
that.
about it
Like,
now
I tell her
because
that because, like, at first few people used to be like, "Why? Like, don't call it that." And it's like, no, that's not gonna hold up in court.
Right.
Like,
What you mean
no.
call
The
it?
reason why I feel like I need to
Like,
start
no.
having
Like
this
that, no.
conversation
That's
with
not
my
what it
daughter is
is.
because
Your word.
I just recently
Yeah,
bought her
no.
these LOL
The
surprise
little
toys.
man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I did not know that these toys was laying like that.
Yeah.
Why didn't ain't nobody told me?
Naked like.
Half naked, they thick as hell, and then you put when you wet them, sometimes a
Put 'em
dick
in
may
water or something?
appear, no matter if they're wearing girl clothes, because it's like they got transgender ones.
What?
I got drink because I said dick, but
I'm drinking because that's a lot. But
it
yeah,
is.
you did say dick.
To find this out after I just bought a whole big ass set of these motherfuckers, I think I spent like $150 on it. Man, I threw half of the motherfuckers away.
I think it's a difference
I saw
too.
the video. That shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
I think it's a difference between talking to your kid about sex, like this is, your sex organs and, this stuff is natural if you have these feelings, versus like, you clearly not going to talk to your 10-year-old about orgasms. Like no.
Introducing them to
You know what I'm
sexual
saying? You're not going
preferences. You're not
yeah,
gonna,
you're not going to talk to them.
And
Like,
then-
you're going to let them know the basics.
And then to answer your
not
question,
yet.
I believe
You know
that.
what?
in today's
Things come open. Things come up, and the thing is, goes back to the communication. You got to talk to your kids.
And can we
You
all?
got to talk to them real about what's going on. I saw an episode on TV, and my kids was in there, and I related that like, look, you see that? This really can happen if you think you can get away with something. Cameras is everywhere. You try and find those simple, teachable moments, and don't be scared to talk about it.
Then Lola, you asked the question like, at what age I believe it was is appropriate to talk to kids about sex or somebody on the panel. Can we all agree that that's kind of a case sensitive thing,
I agree.
depending on the child? You know what I mean? Because her at 4 years old may be, sound enough and aware enough to understand what a parent is talking about in regards to body parts, as opposed to some 10-year-olds. You may not be ready to
I
have
think
those
when they start
conversations.
asking you questions.
Yeah,
I agree.
Or start-
When
I
you
think
see that they're ready, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, like I was ready, but I feel like my daughter, she's not even close to there. But you have to know this though. Like you have to. There's something you gotta know. I don't care. You're a girl. You have to know this. You have to know your body. Even if I had a son, you have to know your body. You have to.
Certain things you want to let them know before somebody else let them know. Like I said,
Exactly.
let them
You
know
have
the
to.
wrong way.
You
what
have
I mean?
to. Cause no.
Yeah. Got to keep those doors open. Talk to them.
So we talked about we talked about the awkwardness of like the whole anal thing. What's something? Can I throw like something at this stick?
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
Oh, you want to ask them what's some of the
I
what's
just
some
like having
awkward
it in my
things?
No, but you were like jiggling. I've been looking at it like eyeing it from the
I'm
side.
telling
It's been a
you.
minute, and I'm
Telling you.
like,
Go home, fuck
oh, this
shit out
thing
of
is
my husband
huge.
playing with this shit.
I'm not gonna be able to throw that from over there.
She
I'll
got
hit you in the
big
You
head.
have to go over there and do it.
Big
So, what was your question?
But like what's
Sorry.
something that usually kind of has like knocked you out of your like sexual box and then kind of brought you in like, oh, I kind of may like that. Like mine was like sucking toes. Not me, but like I have somebody I call toes. And he just has this whole thing. Like I think he like disconnect my whole body and just be focused on my feet. And I mean, at first I was like, this kind of weird. But then I'd be like, well, I mean, if I can text my other niggas while you over here sucking on my feet, like, by all means, and I like it. I mean,
She
He giving it his all.
okay?
He out there giving it his all.
no,
You up there.
because he will gladly be like, well, like he'll invite me over to suck on my feet. This is the exact reason.
a real
I already
foot
know
fetish
it.
right there.
And then he'll be like, well, babe, I have someone coming over. And I'll be like, okay, and I'll go home. Like, that's exactly how we do.
It's
So,
real. Foot fetishes are real.
yeah, it is.
I mean, I know a dude, he hand motion make you come like you was about to have some big dick. And he just got the motion. So it's a whole, people can come any kind of way. Given the right pleasure, place, time. Like I said, you get that right spot hit.
I mean, I will say, I like to get.
Is she over here, man? Are you trying not to look at her with the dick? Because like I can't help but she's just, and then like her little
Take
stroke
your
was
drink.
kind of like,
I can
Take your
see it
drink.
already, so I'm
Take
just
your
like, you
drink.
know what?
I mean,
I'm deprived.
I do like, I don't know most men, but I like to get my nipples sucked on and licked on sometimes.
I do too.
wait, you said what?
I like to get my nipples sucked on and licked on
Oh, my
sometimes.
I do too, but that
That
wasn't the wild
traumatized
moment.
me.
That wasn't the wild moment for me. The wild moment for me was that parking space, that gooch.
The gooch.
The gooch.
The parking space.
It's just the space. The gooch.
Between the ass and
That when I had that lick, boy, that shit was amazing.
Did it change your life?
It caught me off guard.
It do catch you off
What was
guard.
that? Hey,
But did you like it after you was off cart?
I did. I had
So
to
you
do
probably
it.
like your ass ate.
You probably will. I mean,
probably will.
it's basically right there. It's like it's one slip away. You know,
Set yourself up for that one, brother.
He did the down. He did the down. He did the down.
You ever ate ass before?
I have.
Yeah, we all. Well, most
I
of
have
us
not.
never- You never got your ass ate?
No, I've gotten my
I
ass
used to
ate.
be
I have not
married.
ate ass.
Oh, you said you used to be married?
Yeah, I used to be married.
See, that's one thing a guy told me before. He said when I was in like high school, he was like, "Stop! Don't never say what you gonna do." He said, "I'm
Yeah,
married
when you
man.
get married,
Yeah,
yeah, when you get
do
married,
this."
you do
it's
it.
off limits.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no limits.
It's like almost open season. You like whatever she like, whatever you like. If she with it, you with it.
Somebody said I can. Jennifer said I cannot do that. I cannot.
I don't think I can lick a ass, but I mean, apparently, like my last few partners like eating asses, so
But
I will never deprive
very
them of something that they
germaphobe,
crave.
So you have to be absolutely clean. Now, I cannot.
This is
smell-
why I get
I
waxed.
can't smell shit.
This is why I get waxed.
Yes.
Like every little piece of hair that I like. No, I don't even like to have sex if it's like
musty
2 weeks
pussy,
in.
I can't do it.
Fair enough.
If it smell like Coney Island, I'm like, nah.
Say no
Yeah,
onions, no
yeah,
mustard.
Nah, that bitch musty as hell, bro.
So y'all, do anybody
like,
feel
nigga been running through the
comfortable
hood all day?
sharing some wild
Coney
sexual
Island,
experiences that y'all might have that was like probably like, damn, or like was just bad as hell, was just good as hell, like anything that y'all comfortable sharing, y'all don't have to.
Y'all ever ignored it?
When I was in college,
Well,
I had
let
a
y'all answer
dude
that
that I
question
thought
then.
was just like the most kingest dick ever. And I really thought he was fucking the shit out of me, and then I grew
Fuck
up
somebody
and
else.
another dick, and I was like, damn, I wasted all this time. I wasted all this time on this little dick nigga.
That's life changing when you realize the sex that you thought you was getting was the shit. It was really not shit.
Refund of that damn.
That's gonna be a good question afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all answer this one.
Rihanna.
Little dick motherfucker. Damn.
Y'all listen to this artist named BFB Pac-Man?
I love him.
Now, it's this one line he got in this song. I forget the name of the song, but he said, "I ignore that fish smell because I love you." Y'all ever ignored a smell just because you love the person?
Yes.
I know men, I know get musty as shit or damn near as soon as we got the shower.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that.
You've been married.
I'm putting 100 on 10, but I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
like,
tell you that
Hey,
too,
please
like
don't piss
looking
me wrong,
musty
we
nut
real,
nigga.
I'ma fuck you this time. I'm gonna need you to check it next time.
Cause sometimes shit
Don't
jump
take
off
care of that
spontaneously.
first. Right.
It do. Cause I mean, not too long ago, I saw a post on Facebook. People were talking about, I guess, showering right before they have sex and things like that. And people was posting and saying like, I shower right before I have sex every time.
Right.
Like logically, that's I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah,
Because
I understand.
we
Well, they
all
can have a
have
horrible sex life.
spontaneous
In a perfect world,
sex.
you do
Yeah.
that and shit, but yeah, who really does that in a
Like, do people
every
really
single
like
time?
shower automatically before they have sex? I mean, so maybe
No,
some women
because
might
who-
do it.
Somebody
That's what
else-
happened,
so
Buka.
those
That's a
people
fraud.
never had a quickie.
Who plans it every single
Right,
time?
so those people never had a
So
quickie.
like, what the fuck?
What you
Those people that say that shit, I would ask them. So you never had a quickie? Just, shit just jump right off. You never had a quickie.
Hold on.
You got a quickie if you got. Oh, let me go prep for it first. No.
Yeah.
Baby, you on your way?
So,
All right.
You talking about taking a shower? Sometimes going to get a damn condom will fuck up the damn mood. You want to take a whole shower and shit? Like you gotta
Right.
when it's happening, you gotta strike while the iron's hot. Goddamn it! Like what the fuck is you doing?
For real.
Shit.
Face. Rihanna, did you have a?
Oh wait, what was the question?
You're supposed to be telling. What was the
any
craziest
like crazy
story?
experience,
or
bad
experience?
stories, good or bad.
Or ignore the scent or anything like that.
Is that many, huh?
She trying to pick one. She ain't trying to find one. I know the difference.
understand this. I
She's trying to
understand.
pick
Through the
one. I know
catalog,
the
she's
difference.
like, nah.
All
I don't want to talk about James. You
He might be watching the show. I don't want to say that one.
Yeah, because he don't know.
Hey,
on
Grandma,
Facebook.
the original freak on here. She gonna kill me because I just called her that.
The most spontaneous and adventurous sex is the best sex to me. Like the best adventurous is like after
The shit you damn near ain't supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Like in the park. Like
Yeah.
it's something about
Shit
feeling
where you
like
don't
you're in
supposed
the
to be
park
doing
that makes
with
sense.
who you ain't
It
supposed to
feels
be
so
doing it with.
good.
Yeah.
It's
See, I was thrilling. I got down with a girl one time on her front porch. Her mom and stepdad was in the living room. But they was too glued to the TV that
Is there a sound effect for this? Because I mean, I feel like we was all there because I'm like, what?
On the porch?
yeah, we was in high. It was like right now. It was like right after high school, probably like a year right after high school or something like that.
I think
Did you even know how to do it? Like, did you even know what you was doing?
Yeah, I felt like I was pretty educated and
He said I knew how to work.
So
it
you
at
say
that
you
point.
think you know what?
I think for me it's the spontaneous, the adventurousness, the way in which it like happens. Like I want to say the most memorable time for me was at Balao on the rocks right off the water, and I can't swim.
That's a moment. I felt
so
that.
it was like
Oh,
a hint of
man.
danger in it. Like if I slip,
I didn't come and die.
I was thinking about one dude. Me and my homeboy went and go see these twins. This is fucking Black Planet AOL days.
I remember them days.
Okay.
I had a black.
So
friend.
me and my homeboy from the hood, we went to go see these two twin sisters, and we go. Their room is in the top of the house, right? The window leads out to the roof. We out on the roof smoking. We get the fuck around. So they get on the front part of the roof of the house. We on the back of the roof. On the roof. Lord have mercy. I'm glad I didn't slip.
I'm not fucking.
Because we was on the roof of the house. I mean, it wasn't that steep,
That's
but we
dope,
were still
man.
on the roof, though. We was smoking and drinking up there first, but then they got, like, y'all go up there on the front part of the roof and shit. Like, all right, we gonna stay we on the roof.
Trying to slip off.
Right behind Persia.
Paraplegic. Broke your back.
Mine definitely.
It was a pussy.
I think mine definitely is when I went to Vegas. I feel like that's the highlight of my whole entire sex
told me
life,
about
and now
that.
I need to figure it out. But no, I went to a swingers club, and I was like, oh, these are people really having sex, like
I've
right
always
here.
thought about that, but
And
I
I
don't
can
know if I
just
would
reach
do
out
it.
and touch a titty.
Yeah.
Like I mean, really. And then like somebody reached out and touched my own titty,
I would feel
and then
like
I
a
realized
noob
it's not you supposed
in
to
there,
talk
like,
to
you
people.
Reached out and touched
They be like,
you.
you definitely a new guy.
Well, if
'Cause
you're
I be in
not
there
trying to
just-
fuck nobody in the swinger club, you probably
they
don't want
doing
to talk
over
to
there?
nobody. That's how I end up getting fucked accidentally 2 days in a row. But what?
Accidentally 2 days in a row. That shit don't happen. First off, if it happened the second time, it
I
wasn't an
just
accident.
fell on some dick.
She slipped and fell on it. That's all.
What,
It
No.
what had happened was
Oh,
is that it was a lot
Anytime
of
you say
Caucasians
what's that?
everywhere.
Let's hear this one.
And then I saw one black male, and I was like, where is he going? Because maybe there are other black people there. So I thought I was like inconspicuously following him. I was not, apparently.
He was leading you to his room.
And somehow he ended up the opposite, like
Oh,
behind me. When I turned around, he was right there, and I was like, oh, hey. And then...
He put his dick in you.
So no, it ended up with some like fingering and some other things, and there's no condoms. And then this one man was like in the corner jacking off, and then like this Italian man touched my titty, and I was just like, oh, this is a lot. And then I ran, and
I
then
feel like it. The whole
we
scene is a
exchanged
lot.
numbers,
Like
and so
it's-
yeah.
I need some PP. This
Speaking
is my
of jacking
studio
off,
after this.
Yeah, the nigga in the corner going.
How do y'all feel about masturbation as far as like folks masturbating or masturbating as far as relationships and things like that?
It's a
I-
must.
You know, I know
would
some
like-
folks be upset about people masturbating.
I mean, I feel like
in
can't
relationships.
nobody
I'm in a
love. I
relationship.
feel like
I
can't
don't
nobody
feel
love
husband
you like
is
you.
a little squeamish.
Can't
You know,
nobody
I
love
think
you like
got
you.
little pride issues. Don't want to do it. I'm like, man.
I mean, I can understand that because I'm not gonna lie. For a minute, I didn't masturbate for a while, for like years. Like, I just didn't care. I just wanted to have sex more. Like,
Yeah.
You said you didn't like you stopped,
yeah.
or you just didn't. Okay,
I just stopped. I just stopped masturbating.
You're like, you know what?
I'd
fuck
rather-
this.
I'd
I'm not
rather
about to
have
abuse
sex.
myself no more.
I see. My problem is
Look,
doing
I want
too
some
much.
real pussy.
My problem is doing
Yeah, that's
too
how it
much.
was. It
I'm
was
like
like,
DJ in my own
Can't nobody
party.
love you like you. My problem is doing it too much. I'm trying
Like
to
I
figure
like
out
how
to
my
slow
hand
down.
feel. Is that how you feel?
I'm trying to feel like I was
so
trying to slow
y'all
down.
feel like that's pretty much healthy in a relationship with healthy things
Very.
like that.
Mutual
It is, but too much of
masturbation.
anything
Yeah.
is not
Know
good for the
what
body. Too
you
much
like.
water is not good for the body. So too much of anything is.
So what's
so
too much?
Masturbation.
So what's
in
too
moderation.
much?
I don't know. I really don't know because depending on your appetite.
Masturbation in moderation. Moderation is what we talking about.
That's moderation.
Well,
Moderation
that's why they about to give us some tips, and let's see. You know what I'm saying? What do you? She said. Tell
How much is too much?
How much is too much?
When it consumes, when you're supposed to be doing something.
You can't even work and shit. You got.
Yeah.
Niggas supposed to be ready, getting ready for work.
Let me just get this quick
shut
shut in before
I'm about to be late for work.
You 20 minutes late for work because you had to bust a nut.
That's
When
you act like.
Yeah, when it
Taking over
consumes
your
your life, that's when it's an issue. Like when it starts to just takes over everything else, that's when it's an issue. It's okay to satisfy yourself and pleasure yourself, but when it becomes to a part where it's like you just
family,
it's just everything is just it don't matter, but just that, then that's when it's becoming an issue.
You don't want to have sex with your wife because you beating your shit.
Damn.
That's kind of weird.
Whoa.
But that happens
You
though.
make the
You know
wife and
what's
kids leave the
crazy?
crib so you
Yeah, it
can beat
happens
his meat.
Yeah.
though.
You get caught up in the fantasy.
And it's important to know, like, this sounds stupid when I say it, but it's important to know how to masturbate because, like, it's some women that's really probably fucking their whole clits up because they get the strongest vibrator known to man and put it right directly on your clit, and then now it's gonna be horrible for you to have orgasms other ways because the sensitivity of your like clit is not the same anymore.
But it's so much of that to
put
make
the
that
subwoofer
actually
on that
happen. It's so much that has to. For that to happen, for it to actually mess up with the nerves and stuff, like it can happen, yeah, but it's really rare. But it's like it's so much of that it has to really damage something. Because during it, and then if you just keep one like a vibrator just sitting there for the longest, like after a while, you're going to feel numb. You're going to feel this way anyway. Like that's just. But then once you calm down, your body actually calms down. Everything, all your chemicals and everything gets back to the flow and rates how it's supposed to. Then you can go again. So that's
is the overuse of vibrators, do you think, could be the reason why some women have not or can't ejaculate during sex?
That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I was just asking.
That was one of my questions about women orgasm.
Did you break your pussy?
I got it.
No.
They got it.
What have you came harder from intercourse or masturbation?
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. It really depends.
In your life experience now, what have you experienced your hardest?
It really depends. Like I can't even sit here and say it's not a moment I can be like that's what happened. I can't.
Had a man to make me squirt like I've squirted off of a toy.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like
So for her masturbation, she came her hardest or her best of masturbation.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I believe that penetration is really the best way.
Okay.
In my opinion. Like for me personally,
She's just thinking of all the time she came and it was good. She's like, she's like, well, it was that one time you did that.
No, but them toys is something different because you hitting you doing it.
You know how
to where to
keep
put
going
it.
when it's
I'm not gonna lie.
Skate.
Having a toy as a sidekick when you in the room.
Hey, but see, I feel like men don't have good toys. Men don't have good toys.
That's why we gotta use their toys on them.
Skate.
Yeah,
I'm
talking
so
about far as
happy that we
like
just brought
on
up
ourselves.
toys.
Like when we masturbate, like that flashlight bullshit. That shit is trash.
Like I have never used nothing like that.
So
like no, I haven't.
I can't.
We
I've never used.
If I got my own
That's
dick,
a
I'm not about to use
masturbation
no
little thing.
Kodak and shit.
So
I
we've
never used
reached
it.
our point, and I'm happy that we stopped at toys because we're gonna tune into some more Shayla Chantel, her video, and then we're gonna come back and talk about toys, and we're gonna play some hide and I guess it's not really hide and seek. I said I was gonna come up with the title of this game, did I? I did not. It's gonna be like some blindfold and feel and guess what I'm touching kind of thing. Right after the video. Yeah. So bear with us, watch your video, enjoy, get back in the mood. Be back.
Relationship status. Interested in. This is what drives life in college. Are you having sex or aren't you? It's why people take certain classes and sit where they sit and do what they do when at some center, that's what the Facebook is going to be about. People are going to log on because after all the cake and watermelon, there's a chance they're actually going to get laid. Meet a girl. Yes.
Let's be honest. You ain't really living this life. Posting fucking lies. You do anything for some likes. So be honest, baby. anything, anything, but I don't need your love. It's not okay. 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 Log off, click, click, come back to reality. Double tap that pic, set a trap, you fell for it. Don't be FTP, no bullshit, no, not for me. Keep to yourself, don't DM me. Yourself is the way to be, so stop faking. Cause we all know imitation. You're just full of show. Stop faking. Cause we all know your imitation of love.
Let's be honest, you ain't really living this life. Posting fucking lies, you do anything for some
So
likes.
be honest, baby.
You do anything, I mean anything for attention and love.
It's not okay. 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 It's not okay.
Nah,
It's not okay. It's not okay.
if I don't like it, you do it, I gotta roll with it. How'd your phone ringtone is Trey Songz, is it? Cool Sierra and DM, I got a bad one, but she always move too fast like the last one. I ain't no jealous nigga, but you ain't gon' never figure that I ain't these other niggas. You figure I'm getting figures, that I be on Instagram just starting and going ham. See your inbox, baby, but we ain't just going there, cause I ain't gon' fight fair, and I'm just a petty dude. Your feelings are right there, and I don't need attitude. Stop liking all them pictures on the book. So many likes in every comment like a book. I'm your man, right? I'm not the fan type. I hear your side, baby. We never pan right. No filter, I felt you move away. I feel the fake, a tweet take you away. Ay. You ain't really living this life. Posting fucking lies. You do anything for some
So
likes.
be honest, baby. You do anything, anything, but I don't need your love. It's not okay. 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 It's not okay.
I was in love with you. I wanted to be with you. But that's all in the past now.
I hope I never see you again.
Oh yay, we're back.
Hopefully y'all like that video.
That was nice, yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I was just saying it's crazy like how it can be a song that's like not about sex at all, but the melody and everything
The
vibe.
underneath it is like
Yeah.
I can fuck to that, and then it'd be crazy because you
I
be
think
fucking
Lola
to about
feel like
getting
she can
cheated
fuck to
on.
a lot of music.
A lot of music. Yeah.
Listen, it's about the
Fucking
motion in the
Eminem.
ocean, okay? I mean, we can go fuck to some rage music. That'd be good.
Oh, yeah, that was a question I was going to ask back because she said something. Do women always feel like size really matters in many aspects?
Like I said, my dude, before I knew I was wasting pussy, you know, I had got him a trophy and everything. World's greatest lover. I just knew I was getting the best.
She made that man feel like a king. He just knew he was putting
Right.
it down.
Little LD, erectile dysfunction ass.
LD,
By the end of the, you know what I'm saying?
You thought they all went down midway, huh?
Girl, please. I couldn't believe I was blind. But now I see. No,
And
lesson
now,
learned.
So what is a good size? What's the borderline? What's small? What's big? What's average? What's what to go?
Long and thick. Whatever long and thick is.
This
But
is
what's
8
long?
and a half,
What-
and this is filling.
I really don't want an 8.5-inch dick in my vagina. I'm okay.
You said what?
I don't think I want that long of a penis.
8.5?
Like I'm thinking like 7.5, maybe it's 8, but I'm more of like a thickness kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like so, I mean, you could be like 6.5 and thick as, and I'm good to go. Like, but if you like 8 and you like a pencil, sir, please put it away. I cannot.
Yeah, because you gotta hit the wall.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck the walls up.
But I mean, theoretically,
So when
the
it-
G
Once
spot.
you hit that G spot,
You gotta get in that.
But
bitch
you
and
don't need 8 inches.
Yeah.
Because
Stir like
you
cock.
don't. You need like 3 inches.
stir like motherfucking cock.
And so if
For the
you're 3
audience
and
out there,
thick,
for
you
the
may be
audience
good to
out
go.
there. Go ahead, tell them what a G spot is.
I
Go
want it
ahead.
in my stomach.
Gotta let them know what a G spot is for the audience out there.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
If they don't know where to find the G spot at, man, they ain't doing it right.
Man, what?
Bro.
To be honest, like I talk and I'm real raw and explicit, but this is a lot right
Women
now.
got more than
And,
one G spot.
and not in a bad way.
You hear me? They got more than one G spot too.
We were still stuck on she wanted it in her stomach. Wait, what? Did y'all not get any of that? Like she up here.
What about a stomach?
You doing that? It just reminded me this is pussy. You just.
I heard it.
You gotta take your drink. You say pussy.
My goose.
See, I can't see her. You blocking me, so she banging the dick on the desk.
Do I need to come get you some?
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. You can keep it over there. That's. I'm glad I'm on this side.
Oh my
She
folks.
playing with toys and stuff. So what toys and things do y'all think should be introduced in the bedroom or are like good starter toys and things like that as far as like to introduce with your mate that you probably been with for a
A
while?
bullet. Say start with a bullet.
That's so sweet.
Start with a bullet. Start
She
with
said
like
that's so
Some
sweet.
of them
Like,
massage
like
candles,
it's light.
you know, introduce it like, oh, you know, you like these little candles. It keep going out.
I'm like, does that create wax? Ooh.
Yeah, girl, you ain't see it shining over here.
I love hot wax.
Try to
Dripped
get
on
the
you?
light.
Yes.
Oh, so you like that?
I'm
Don't be a
Pleasure
menace.
pain.
That don't be a menace scene when he was dripping cheese on you.
Don't drip my cheese.
I don't want any cheese.
I mean,
But,
it
yeah.
could be wax, but
Yeah, it could be wax.
Like
yeah.
that.
I don't even think
I'm
she
like
seen
borderline
she probably,
bruising.
she probably did see "Don't Be a Menace."
Oh man.
That's that.
We're talking about sex, not my black card, okay? We're not gonna do this today. Gosh, I did see "Don't Be a Menace" while drinking your juice in the hood. Thank you very much. Is that that's
Oh,
not?
well,
is that
I'm surprised you know the whole name.
yes,
The
I
whole-
do.
The whole
Thank
title.
you. Give me my trophy.
I feel like
But that movie is based off. It's parodies of Boys in the Hood
Right.
and Dead Presidents and a lot of other
We'll
movies
say this for
that you
February.
haven't seen.
Hey, look, we're gonna say this February. You said
Like, so you didn't get the joke.
You didn't really get the movie.
Exactly. You didn't
Miana,
get
what
the
were you
movie because you haven't seen the real.
What were you about to say, Miana?
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got
Save
really
me.
throw off. No, I was just going to say, like, when it comes to sex and, like, introducing toys, again, that's the whole communication thing in regards to what do your partner likes, what do they want to do, like, but at the same time, you have to also know your partner. If they into you choking them, you slapping their ass, you pulling their hair,
hard do y'all wanna
certain
be choked?
things, it's like,
To death.
certain,
Almost.
Like, cause I be feeling because
No, that is exactly what.
rape doesn't turn me on, and I don't know how hard y'all want to be choked.
I feel like it's not
'Cause I
fair.
feel
to
like-
cheat.
it's not really a
I wanna
choke
try to
either.
kill
It's
y'all.
a certain way
hold.
you have to do it.
It's
It's
a
a
control.
hold. It's not
It's the
like a
hold.
real choke.
It's the
It's a
hold.
It's the hold.
hold.
I mean, because I'm just.
But I just
it's
find it
the
funny.
whole for me,
I
but
don't want to choke
I don't
you, but I
wanna
want to
grip
fucking make you
too
almost
hard.
die while shoving my dick in your throat. Like, throw open my dick, no problem. That's okay. Choke you? No. How dare you? I don't want to choke you.
Yeah, you could choke on it.
choke on my dick though. No.
Yeah, just
I mean,
swallow.
a little bit of
Yeah.
both.
You can pull my hair, but don't choke me. You know what I'm saying?
Don't choke. See,
Oh, my hair.
it's certain women like
ahead.
off rip, like if it's your first time meeting and your first time getting down and nothing really has been discussed.
True.
And then it can start choking you.
But that's
and
the,
you don't like
but
that.
that's the majority of
Now you wanna
sexual
call the ambulance.
experiences.
Exactly.
The majority of sexual experiences is get it right, get it tight. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like
Where did you learn your first sexual experience? TV, a video, somebody told you, or you figured this shit
Listen,
out?
rape
I
turn.
figured it
Listen,
out.
that's a good question. Let me think.
I say,
Rape
yeah, we
turns
got to
me
go
off
back
so
in
much
the
because my
books for
grandma
this one.
beat
You
it
better
in my
ask
head.
me.
Did you say rape?
That was a
I
good
just
question.
laid
So,
there and let
that's
the
why I
nigga
wanna
rape
know-
people
You know
on,
what?
know?
some
think-
people.
There
sometimes
is rape porn,
it is,
which is
it is
horrible.
rape porn, which people get turned on by that shit. I'm not one of them people.
I think my first it probably was on TV. Probably was on TV.
The first sexual.
My dad
seeing
had
first
the
sexual-
Playboy magazine,
I've always.
and
been
my
interested
nosy
in sex.
ass found that shit.
My grandfather had one.
Playboy.
Listen, I bet
and started reading that shit. I was like, oh, okay.
But I also used to
As
watch
far-
like sexual encounters on HBO when I was a teen.
yeah,
Like,
that real sex,
real
real sex,
sex,
real sex,
real
real
sex,
sex,
real
that's
sex
real
too.
sex.
So when he drive up and he tell you like,
Fucking Emmanuel. All of
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, we going back with it.
Boy, turn the TV down, low as hell.
Hey, you ain't even had a channel. What you do? Last.
Hey,
You was gonna
listen,
catch a nipple.
it's gonna be
times on
it's gonna
Barton
be
Cable.
Cartoon Network, Cartoon Network on
With all the
last,
channels on the back.
and then HBO on the other channel.
Yeah,
so
but
your parents walk in,
now
you
that
get
I
last
think
real
about
quick.
it,
You go back to Nickelodeon quick as a motherfucker, don't you?
Then fast as hell.
but I will say, now that I think about when we talking about sexuality and things like that, I feel like me watching that so much as a kid, like sometimes as a teenager, stuff like that, like I don't really enjoy like watching porn. Like, again, I'd rather have sex. I'd rather do the experience than watch it. Like it doesn't turn me on to watch it.
Nah, fuck watching.
That's how I feel.
I
I make my own videos. I don't even want. I in real life don't even care about watching my own videos. I really rather just have sex.
What do you prefer more, vaginal intercourse or head?
Vaginal, of course, but I would love to get head. But you know how that goes sometimes. Here and there.
It's in there.
It's hit and miss.
Like,
You know the hit
I
and
just
miss.
got my hair done today. I ain't trying to do all that.
John's like, no, I'm always down.
I'm not finna say that.
I mean, I love vaginal sex. Back shots, preferably. You know, I love oral sex. I love oral sex.
I love to give oral sex for sure.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
like
Giving oral sex turn me on.
It does
Like I
too,
don't
too.
do it for them. I do it for
For me.
I do it for you. It's for me. I do it for me. Exactly.
Yes.
I do it for me.
Yes.
That's how it's supposed
Yes,
to be.
that's how it's
Like
supposed
if you doing it because you have to, it's gonna be whack. But like when you love that shit, it's just like lay back, baby.
Just sit back and enjoy the ride. Like I said before, in the early part of the show,
doing this shit, don't you?
I've been eating pudding cups with no pudding, with no spoon.
I feel like it doesn't
I've
make
been eating
sex
pudding cups
sexy
with
if
no
I don't
spoon
get to,
since I was 8 years old. So shit, I'll make you cry.
Yeah, like I've ran into girls that really don't. I guess some girls don't like getting hit,
That's because they have bad head.
and it's just like. But I don't ever feel like
That coochie don't work.
I don't feel like
I never met a girl that
I've never.
No dude ever be like, I give bad head.
No,
like,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying
That's
I've never
dumb.
met a girl that ever said I gave bad head. So at the
They
end of the
don't
day,
tell
I just really like doing it. So when I meet a girl that don't like it, it's just like it kind of throw me for a
But
loop.
see, every
Like,
female,
that's my go-to.
every female feels like
one of them.
Listen,
You know
I
what I'm
feel like
saying?
every female feel like they got that vacuum 3000 super suction, but not every female do. There are some females that give head way better than the next.
It's a study to it to me.
It is.
Y'all got my black lighter and my light.
It's really a study. It's really
You need a flame?
it's not just giving head. Like it's
Okay.
really
It's
an
an
art
art.
to it.
It
It's
is.
a real
Yes.
art to this.
Exactly. It is an art to it. It is definitely.
That's why I say when I was 15, literally, I read articles on how
Exactly,
to give head and
like-
put it together and created my own little method.
Like
And it's not
I've
done
done
me
my
yet.
research.
Yes.
I've got my Google on and everything, and I feel like I've perfected my craft to the point where I feel like I am a head connoisseur.
But one thing you gotta know too is everybody different.
It's true.
Everybody is different.
Everybody-
So you have
that's
to
true.
be able to be comfortable with doing certain things or knowing certain ways to do it. Like I go off of body language. I don't go off of nothing else. I go off your body language.
Yeah, you do.
Cause
It's basically like
It's an energy
freestyling.
thing.
yeah, it's
Because like
just,
some
You gotta
dudes
go
like
off.
it real wet, but some dudes really love that real slow.
and you gotta listen.
sensual,
You gotta
yeah.
the first 1 or 2 times it's a learning experience.
I
By the
agree.
third time,
should have
if
it
you
down
don't
pat.
have it down pat for
It's not
your
it.
partner,
It's a lost
it's gonna
cause.
it's like okay, we gotta keep on doing this. But by
So
this
if you're
time,
having
if you
sexual problems, that's why you ain't figured it out yet.
yeah,
Or
but
you ain't paying attention.
communication.
Or you just don't care to.
You don't care to
don't
because you
care
feel like
to.
you know it. No, it's sex is not just about you. It's
I've
about
been
who
giving
you're
the same dick
fucking.
to everybody for the past 30 years. This is the best dick you ever gonna get. No, it's
How
not.
do men learn? How do you know you need to step your game up?
Because they have to be told.
Especially if
When
y'all
you-
don't
when
say
you
shit.
tell us, you gotta
Especially if
tell
y'all
us where
don't
you gotta
say
tell
shit.
us.
told.
Don't press the
feel
nigga
like
spirit. Don't
We're
shoot
not
the man
psychic.
horse.
That's what I was
Don't
saying.
shoot the
when
man
y'all-
horse.
I feel like men.
Whoing and eyeing and faking the
That's
whole
what I was
time.
saying.
You gotta, I mean,
But
you
man
gotta
gotta
know
be
your
open
man.
for criticism.
You gotta do it without offending the
That's
dude.
what I was
Because
about to say.
sometimes,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
can't
sometimes a
fiddle.
man you can bruise the dude's ego by saying, "Hey, your dick ain't shit."
I don't
Just
think
let it out.
men-
You
need
be
to
like,
hit it
talk
like
about
this.
shoot a man's
Oh,
horse.
yeah.
You be like,
No, you're
damn.
not.
So this is how I look. I feel like I
My
don't think
dick knocking
men are
over shit.
comfortable with women telling them about what they need to do during sex. Like there are a lot of men that are not comfortable with that. maybe I'm just speaking about.
For as hard as we have to be, we low key soft as hell. Some men are not saying we, but some men are soft as hell in the bed where they can't be told.
You know what it is though? With our women, we are. With the rest of the world, not. But some things we can't really stand and hear from our women, and that's what y'all gotta understand.
Exactly, that's true.
Y'all think because we tough as hell out here that y'all can say anything, but no, not what you like. You supposed to be our peace.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you have to
supposed
know
to
your
be that
man and
space
know how to
where we can
deliver
come
that
be
information.
vulnerable.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's why
That's
it's
true.
the whole thing is about knowing your partner. If it's just somebody you fucking, you not gonna care.
You don't even
really.
care. Like,
But
I'll
if
find
it's
somebody
your-
else.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
if it's your partner, you have to understand and you gotta know what's going on. You gotta know the right things to say. Like, you're not gonna bruise. You're not supposed to bruise your partner's ego. No,
That's just like a woman. How would she tell him that, you know what I mean, you need a honey pack? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? How do you tell a man that, you know?
It's funny because that the artist I mentioned earlier, B Pac-Man, got a song called Honey Pack. Yeah, that's
here we go.
Just go
He
buy
got a
it.
song called
Like,
Honey
we gonna
Pack.
try this
What's
tonight.
a honey
It's
pack?
a honey pack dick. Wake her up and put her back to sleep. But
Folks just getting hip on honey pack. People use honey pack for like the last 2-3 years.
I've never used a honey pack.
It's like Viagra from the liquor store.
It's a cheap Viagra. For you.
Basically.
It's a cheap Viagra.
Basically.
It is what it is.
It come in like a
It's
little
a
gold
Viagra.
little pack, and people.
You
put
see it
names
hanging
right.
up in the
It's
liquor
actually
store, the
honey.
gas
I
station in the
got some
window.
of them. I
Yes,
didn't know
you
it
were
was
supposed
called
to
a
give us
honey
pills.
pack.
You're supposed to take the pill and let us know how it was working.
We have sex.
See, I've never
toys.
taken. See, my thing is my body is my temple, and I'd be afraid to take stuff like that. Cause
Yeah,
like
buddy.
I don't want
My
to.
dick to break.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Whatever.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Smoke
Like
all
I
the
don't want to
weed,
fuck nothing up.
drink all the drink.
I don't want to
Go
fuck
to
nothing
all
up.
of the shit.
See, I don't want to fuck nothing up. My grandfather, 92 years old, still slinging, and he got a 32-year-old girlfriend. And
How old?
What?
my grandfather, 92, and got a
No.
32-year-old girlfriend.
30.
Oh, 32. You said 13.
I heard 13.
Hey,
I was
that
like,
was a punk moment. The show was about to end tonight.
32-year-old.
It was not about to be eliminated.
I heard 13.
Fans is watching. We are not.
Listen,
The views and opinions that you
That's
hear
the Jack.
on the Pretty Dope Shit Cop
That's the
podcast
jack. My words.
are not those of the human
Jack.
trafficking, sex
I think
trafficking
we all
network.
was like, shit.
Let me
What
clear
do
this
we
up.
do?
Let me clear this up because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. No, I said 32.
Okay.
32.
Okay.
My words is a little slurred because I'm
Slip of the tongue.
because my words is a little slurred because I'm drinking.
I wish, did you see everybody's facial expression?
I did not because
Because I feel like we was all looking like, did he just fucking say 30?
My heart dropped. I was like,
32.
oh shit.
32. My
I was like,
grandfather's
that's a little
6. My
intense.
grandfather's 92. Has a girlfriend that's 32.
He got cheese and he's slinging that thing.
I
I
mean,
gotta be saying
His
that. Honestly,
Your granddaddy one of the
It's
Rockefellers.
lying to tell you he Viagra free. So I mean, I'm 32, and so I'm looking forward. I got 60 more years. I ain't trying to fuck nothing up, so I ain't taking no pills
Fair.
or none of that shit.
92.
92.
Chicken.
Knocking them down.
Bro,
30
he-
years old.
Bro, he
30-year-old.
walking around good, bro. You wouldn't even tell he's 92. If you seen him, you'd probably be like, oh, he about 69.
Because black don't crack.
Show down.
So what's some
He
toys?
light skinned as
He
hell
been
though.
eating that good Oprah.
What's some toys that
He
you
light skinned as
have
hell though.
that you
can
want to
bring
show
to
and
the
display
bedroom.
to us right now that you would give us good to bring that you think we should bring to the bedroom or things like that. Let's get it, y'all. I hope y'all get it's after
shit.
10 on this one.
All right.
Now, she got a
so
big ass
12.
box of shit.
What was
down
your
there.
question?
Got a total toy.
What was your question?
I wanna know what
Valentine's Day
toys.
is coming up.
told you about?
So if you want to try and do some new things to introduce, you can wear these for your partner. You know, they stretch.
Hey, the candy G-string.
In and out.
The candy itself, is it like that sweet tart candy?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's the worst candy in the world.
Sweet
They could come up
tarts
with
and
some better.
pussy
They could
juice.
come up with some better
You know?
candy than that.
But it's candy, you know.
I
you ain't
actually
supposed to be
liked that
walking
candy
in
when
this
I was a
shit
kid.
the rest of
I
the
like
night.
that.
You gonna like it on some
Straight
good
up.
Like-
Like that, like
Candy,
that
the
bracelet
bracelet
candy
candy.
and the
I
neck
like
candy.
that.
That
I
shit
like
was
that.
trash.
Ace of pussy with ice.
With ice, yes.
So again, something new, something simple. You know, oh, you can bring stuff to the bedroom.
Okay.
One of my favorite things.
They gotta come up with some better
We
candy.
need,
Like
we need you.
a string of gummy bears.
We need to put some of that
You
shit
said
on
pause.
the
Pause. Yes, pause. That's
You
more
can-
flavorful.
Wait,
Have
Paul?
your partner wear some freaky shit to go on your nipples, some
pasties.
little nipple tassels. You know, nice
That'd
and
be nice
simple.
on
Bring
that
some
shit.
freak
Tassels.
shit. You
It
know?
is sexy.
Little simple shit. You know, you bring it in.
Valentine's Day is in like 3
Don't sit in the
weeks.
right
Wearing
spot.
something cute, sexy, seductive.
Now, I will say,
you know?
A lot of women
I
don't
do
do
like
that.
when-
They don't
I
wear
like
that
when
for
they
their
dress it
man.
up. I like when they dress it
listen,
up.
they wear them for the pajama parties with their girls. Okay,
Exactly, but I
a lot
love
of women
when-
don't
I
wear
love
lingerie
when they
for their
dress it up, though.
Women don't wear lingerie for their men like that no more.
I love when they dress it up.
They
bro.
missing out.
I don't think
Steal
that's
one of
the
your
same.
t-shirts.
Because listen, men are visual beings. Period.
I don't think that's true though. I
What?
think
We are
that, well,
we are
no.
visual
Well,
beings.
No, that's true.
Let them get their opinion.
I think that the right man will get the woman to dress up in. Baby,
Do
you want me to dress up like a
whatever
bunny?
she
I got your ass. Like,
I mean,
want me to
no,
say that?
listen. I'm not
Whatever.
saying that's true. I'm just talking about far as like men are visual. Like we love to see
yeah, no, I agree.
y'all dressed up in anything. You know, something like y'all
Do
put
something
effort in it.
different.
I'm
Yeah,
more
y'all, we
speaking
love
he
that.
said
shit.
that like he didn't think that women really dress up in lingerie. They take it for the parties. No, I think real women who like into their man wholehearted mind, body, soul. You tell me to put on some lingerie. What kind?
So
you gonna
role-
buy
I
it
mean,
for me?
not
even
even about
themselves,
telling
though.
them. Not
Yeah,
even about
my
telling,
ass
just
for
doing
it.
it.
So what about role
Thank
play?
you.
What about role play? Do you
That's
guys
a
do
must.
role play? You guys do role play?
That's a must when this ritual.
What's the latest what's the latest role play that y'all have done?
I'm not into like exact role play. I'm more into just like BDSM stuff.
My husband simple.
I ain't did no role play.
See, I haven't either.
Not
She like, I'm just ready to fuck. Let's go.
Yeah,
Bang.
one of
Get it
those.
Let
over.
me feed me, take care of me. I'm good. My husband is easy peasy, so I don't have to do all that. Whatever he needs,
Yeah.
he got.
So y'all saying y'all down with role play, but y'all really don't do role play because y'all partners not.
And
Exactly.
they good
Yeah,
because they
you
still
know.
having sex. You know how many marriages people not having sex still?
That's true.
This is
That's
true.
true. That's true.
You just gotta know your partner, and
That's true.
like I said, be willing to listen and do what it is. Be willing to step outside of that comfort zone. Be willing to get some dick involved. Be willing to suck some balls. Remember to
Be
that's
submissive.
your baby. You know, be.
Y'all heard that? Be submissive doing sex is okay.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with being submissive.
Men and
I
women
wanna be
both
controlled.
ways.
Men have to be willing.
Absolutely.
To step
Both
up.
ways. Let me say.
Hey, listen.
Men have to be ready.
I ain't
to
gonna
step
lie.
up.
I like being
That's
tied
true.
up.
That's true.
What do y'all mean by men have to be ready to step
I like
up?
being tied
Oh,
up. I ain't gonna lie.
He said he
Men-
like to be tied
You
up.
said
What the
men, y'all
hell?
said men have to be ready
I
to
like
step
I
up.
like being tied up. I ain't gonna lie.
They said men like to be ready to step up. What do y'all mean by that? As far as because that is something that women do
Try
tell
something
men.
different.
Try something different.
Like
Take a
trying
chance.
something
Take the
different.
lead.
Like
What do you mean?
don't
trying
have
something
no
different?
qualms. Something different. A different position. You know.
Take the lead. In other words.
Introducing the toys.
Okay.
Being open to feeling it. A lot of men like, oh, I'm gay. Oh, ugh. Why? Because you feel something that make you feel good.
It make you feel some type of way sometimes, like especially if it's new to them.
That's stigma.
But if you open,
I mean that's
to it,
true.
that
But
is
if it's
stigma.
new, but if
But
it's
it
new
still
to them,
gotta
even
be
if they
warmed
trying
up
to,
to 'em.
even if
It
they
gotta
trying to
be
open
warmed
themselves
up.
up to it,
So
it's new to them. So it's
Autumn-
like
Autumn said
It's all in how much
that
you
most
love
black women are not into.
I don't know how to feel.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
happy.
How do y'all?
That's granddaddy.
Yeah, granddaddy said most black women are not into role playing. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm not gonna agree with that. I feel
They
like
gotta be
yeah,
introduced to it.
yeah, it's a lot of things that have to be introduced. Like and then on top of that, a lot of people are still going through a phase where they're trying to. Nowadays, a lot of people are trying to find themselves.
That's so nasty.
So
Okay.
with that, it's like you still trying to explore, trying to figure things out, and you may not be used to role play. That may not. You just probably just used to pulling it out, sucking a dick, fucking. You do you
That's
regular
what. I
stuff.
think that's what all of us are pretty much used to.
But but at the same time, if you don't know that outer course can really bring the intensity of that inner course, you really not going. Or if you don't care to, you just like I'm just gonna get my nut off. It depends on the situation
I like
too.
that.
But
I think that's why a lot of
outer
us.
core.
I
It's
think
just-
that's why a lot of us.
Have
are
you
having
it's a
sex
difference
problems.
between
Who
yeah.
has
They be
used
trying to get
toys
they
in here?
just trying to get their nut off.
I think we just trying to get nuts off too much, and we're
Yeah,
not,
have
and we're
we
not
used the
exploring.
toy?
So what now?
Have I ever used a toy? Like
far as like
on
on
her?
herself or on someone else.
Either or.
I've used a
I
toy
have.
on her. I brought
I
the
have.
little vibrator ring that you
Please
put
bring
in
out the
nuts.
toy
I
for
have.
him.
I brought
have
some of
bring it
those.
out.
I've
Open up your
tried
eyes
to
right
I've
now.
tried to fleshlight. I ain't really like it like that. It's trash.
Like, flesh
Like, I have
are
never
really
used-
intense.
Yeah.
Touch this.
Like I've seen them, but
Put your
I've
finger
never
in it.
used.
Put your finger in it. You wouldn't want that on your
If you
penis?
put some,
Nah,
So
You
that's
got
like
some
that's a real
That's
pocket
a
pussy right
pocket.
there.
Yeah.
It's not
Pussy.
the same,
Like,
man.
it's-
I don't like it.
If you warm it
It's not
up,
the-
weird.
and put some juice.
If you
Like,
warm it up,
Get out of here.
so you put that
You
motherfucker in the
got-
microwave.
First off, you gotta lube yourself up
If you
and
put lube in
lube this up.
You better get out of
I
here.
enjoy it.
You
It's
better
like
get
it's a
out.
Maybe that's what it is.
Let
Maybe
me
it's
see.
too much
Let me
work.
see. Let me see the
Get
pocket
out of
pussy.
here.
Look how small that hole
Pass
is.
the pussy to the left hand side.
It's difficult.
Pass the pussy to the left hand
It's
side,
difficult.
please.
It's too much work, bro. I'd rather have some regular pussy.
It's better than your punk ass hand.
I'd rather have some regular ass. No, it ain't better than my hand. No, it ain't. It ain't better than
He knows that
Pamela
hand very well.
or hand.
I'm putting it in the camera.
I've been masturbating since I was 12.
I feel like
nigga.
maybe a lot
So,
of
that shit ain't better than
black
my
Wait,
hand.
has
Maybe
this
black
one
men
been
don't use
used?
this for a fact.
I done tried that shit. That shit ain't better than my hand.
Here, man.
Oh, but you know, not all
No, she
pocket
took out a
pussies are
pack.
created
Okay.
equally.
What about that one?
Like I think
They
when
make it
come-
seem like one size fit all, but that shit ain't work.
is that the
It's
BJ?
stretch. It's stretch.
It stretches. Can I touch it?
I rather.
So you guys,
I'd rather
y'all see
have.
this,
I'd
guys?
rather have something
If
If your girl
vibrating.
ain't giving you none in your
You know
marriage or your
what?
relationship,
I'd rather have
how
something
wide
vibrating on
it
my
is.
go
balls.
buy a pocket pussy.
There are
rather have something vibrating on
masturbators
my
for men
balls.
that vibrate though.
Mm-hmm.
I just, how do you not like how this feels? Like
I mean, it feels
I
great.
just love it,
But it does not.
especially with
It don't
you
feel
get
great,
some
it just feel
cream
like-
in
it
In
just
it.
your
like
hand, your
It's the
hard
illusion
ass
of what it's
hand.
gonna feel. Like it's.
My
Man,
You
fingers
think it's
are
gonna feel one way, but
struggling.
when you
It's
really
the-
go for it,
sex
it's
is
not.
all created in your mind.
Sex is
man.
mental.
I hate that I'm really like just open. I just love how cyber skin feels. I'm sorry.
Oh, see, this one of them regular,
They got
like,
one that
rough
spit
ones. So,
a little
like,
bit
it's,
too.
That's
That
not rough.
it get wet.
Look,
it look like
This
it's
is
just,
for head.
no, I'm saying like the style, the way it's made, it's just one of them.
Let me check it out.
You can put that over your wrist.
You just
it's
jack
true.
off with this.
Pretty
No,
much.
so that
You
one.
can use it to give
Just-
head or
I have one
do
of
a
those.
hand job.
I feel
You know,
like
you can use it while you on top of the mushroom or jacking while you.
I
See,
feel
she
like-
even Deanna knew.
See, I
So
feel
y'all
like
don't
this.
know, I
I
used
feel
to
like
sell
this shit
sex
gonna feel like a
toys.
blood pressure cuff.
And
it's not
Deanna
gonna
said
really
we sold a
turn
lot
me
of those helping hands. I already, when you put, I already know. Like we would be at toy parties, like close your eyes, put this. Oh, what is that? People would just, it would be dudes will always buy them, but like that seriously has saved me on many times when I just feel like giving some lazy head. I'm like, say no more, I got you. I'm just gonna put this on top first, let it slide down.
It can fit.
Do a little hand
I
job.
still,
know
listen,
it's
I
on
still
the
want
head.
to.
You
I
just
still
know
want to
it's the best
experience
head
that.
ever.
What's that? That grapefruit shit. I want to experience that.
That's
Oh, yeah,
similar
I
to
haven't
that
had
without
that
the
yet.
grapefruit. Save a grapefruit, use a helping hand
I'd rather use
Whatever.
the
for midnight pleasure.
I'd rather use the grapefruit.
Okay. What other
See,
toys?
because I've
What
had a
other
pocket
toys?
pussy before, and
Yeah,
that
I've never
when
had
we
one of
or
those.
fleshlight or whatever you want to call it, and it I feel like I wasted my bread.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
this
so
was
distracted.
One of my dicks. I think y'all saw the 8.5.
She was just twerking in your face. You realize that?
Y'all fuck with this?
She was just twerking right in your face. And
Can we what?
Can you fuck with this? Your shit bigger than this? You fucking with this?
I don't want to know, bro.
First off,
Hey, it's a lot of women out there. Y'all know we good out here, baby.
Y'all
great.
getting with
We
Ada
good.
listen.
If you ain't getting
I'm-
Ada
Hey,
listen.
I'm good
First
over
off,
here. We
first
good
off,
over
I'm
here.
It's so realistic.
I'm
See how
definitely
we just
thicker
sling back
than
and forth?
I'm definitely thicker than that.
Come on.
About the same
Hey.
length,
You
but
got
I'm
this?
definitely
You
thicker
got
than
this?
that.
You got this?
I ain't that fucking thick. That's
got this?
fucking real.
She's like, I gotta take a drink.
That's unrealistic. That's you fucking got a problem if you that thick.
Can I see this?
Would
penis,
y'all fuck
please?
with this?
I would like my vagina to stay intact.
Yeah, that
What
bitch
would
feel
you
like
do
it's
with
gonna
something like
destroy.
this?
I would not
destroy
fuck it
something.
or suck it.
Girl.
you fucked that thing before, haven't you?
That bitch like a,
I'm just.
that motherfucker like a piggy bank.
Y'all know.
It look like a dick version of the, you know how they had a coke dollar, you put the coins in,
Man,
collect
what?
the change at
That's
the
what
end of
it
the
is.
day.
That's what it is.
That's what that bitch is.
Can I see the
It's just a
the
dick version
brown
of
penis?
it's a dick pity
So,
bank.
what are like some toys that y'all like, as far as women?
Oh, is this a suction cup?
Especially you know,
Yes,
because
you
you
can
sell
put that on
toys,
your bathtub, the wall, the floor.
so you can be in any
got a
position
vibrating
and play with
one.
this pretty much.
I'm just
Why
gonna
she
play
playing with it like that?
because it's fun. Listen,
She gonna buy that later.
Hey.
So you
I
sell
already
sex
got one. It's
toys.
clear, okay?
So do you have any like favorite sex toy that you like to like in your marriage that you?
It's
got,
right
like,
there. You see it. You see it.
Besides that one,
You see it.
Fine.
besides that one.
This is fine. Y'all
That
should go
motherfucker like a
try it.
pinata. Hey,
Oh, it just hit me
goddamn.
in my boob.
Like do people like the like straps and whips and things like that? Like,
I
ain't
just
never
found
been
I
into
just
that.
found I just found out that
Longer.
strap-ons that when lesbian couple when they put on strap-ons that the other end got something that going.
You can do it. Yeah, yeah.
That way they feel something too. I'm like,
It's
'cause
like
I
a
was
double
wondering like
penetration
how is
one.
they getting pleasure out of that too. So I just
Right
found that shit
here.
out.
This is what you're looking for, baby.
No, who
Yeah.
looking
What
for
in the
that?
horseshoe is going on here?
So-
Put it to the camera.
Who looking for
In
that?
lesbian couples, they both can please each other.
Oh, okay.
Or
It's a
other
double-edged sword. I'll be damned.
Yep.
It pleases everyone.
I see.
Good day for lesbian couples.
So
Put it up to the
so
camera.
they got to rock paper scissors for the person that
put it
gonna
up
get
to
the
the
little
camera.
side.
Double pleaser.
They got to rock paper scissors for the person.
It's a
that get
horseshoe
the little
dick.
side.
Yeah, oh yeah, because you get the thick side or
The
you get the
little
small
side. They gonna be like, who gonna get the little side? Like, right.
You get the shorty end of the stick.
Like, fuck. Best 2 out of 3.
So I posted this earlier, but I'm over here slinging this old chocolate dick right here. What do y'all think? Like, I know men have this whole idea of what the average penis size is. What do you think the real average penis size is?
Long dong.
I don't know what the average is, but because you told me the average, I know the average far as like what you said was like the average 5 inches. Yeah, 5 inches or something like that. Is the average man in America?
5.16.
5 point. Damn, she know down to the decibel.
American man or black?
That was
5.16.
overall.
Yeah,
Overall.
I would say 7 for black man.
I disagree.
They actually say so, and I had looked up like 20 articles yesterday in my whole research thing,
I'm above
and
that.
it says that
Definitely.
like the disparity amongst race is actually not that big of a difference.
Say what now?
Like the difference among races, it's not that big. Like, yeah, black men may have a smidge
I'm a porn-
bigger, but
I'm a
it's not
porn
like
watcher, and-
you a 7. Yeah,
I mean, you done seen some. You know, you ain't look. You not watching porn to look at the dude, but
Oh yeah, you know back in porn, they should get the pump.
I be like, damn, I be damn near suicide watching if I seen some shit. You know, if I had some shit like that, but.
He's saying if he had a little bitty ass
some of the shit that you see on porn, I'll be damn near suicidal.
Sitting in his nutsack,
Yeah.
he'll be suicidal.
I'll be damn near suicidal, bro. I'll be trying to figure out like, is there any kind of surgery a nigga can have?
But the crazy thing is, 7 inches is actually still like when you really see what 7 inches in a ruler, you be like, shit, that's only 7 inches. Like it's crazy.
like a remote control size. Like it's like what the
No, that's not 7. 7 inches
inches.
is like maybe
7 inches
here.
is not that.
What is this? This is 8.
8, 9.
Yeah.
Go back to where you think 7 is.
Yeah.
Seven is
think 7 is here?
7 is about.
So no, 7 would be like right here.
No, that's not 7.
So
If this is 2
That's
inches,
8.5. So you.
so this is about 7.
No, that's more than an inch that you took off. That's like
this
2
is
inches
an
you
inch.
just took
Your
off.
finger
is an
inch. This
So-
part is an inch. Each one of these is an inch.
Okay, so
You judging your metric system is off.
my nails is too damn long. The head on here is an inch, so we're gonna take the head off.
How about this?
That's
We're just
7
gonna do
and a
it
half
like
without
that.
Boom!
Oh, shit.
There we go. Can we please bring the ruler? What is
Here
that?
we go.
You got measuring tape.
What is this? Is this 7?
7.
Pull it to the camera.
Here we go. 7.
That's not, that's like a
7. Go ahead.
Put it to that.
Sit that up. Boom. We go.
go this way.
Yeah.
That's what I literally said. This all of this is gone.
So cup
wait,
your
so
hand.
take-
So cup your hand off that. Yeah.
Okay, where my fingers is.
Yep.
So this right here. I'm in relation to a throat. I'm just saying. 7. I'm just giving y'all a reference, okay? I'm
Circumcised or
helping y'all.
uncircumcised?
I can't.
That's a good question.
I cannot.
She said you better cut that shit off.
I
said, "Fuck
really
that."
don't want to have to pull it back.
She
Like,
said,
okay.
"Fuck that foreskin." She said, "Fuck that foreskin. You better peel it back."
Snip, motherfucker.
Man, it's like I was not expecting this. Like I thought it was gonna be more calm. I'm sorry.
So she said
Oh,
we
no,
only
this ain't
4
nothing.
deep.
Mercy.
It's cool.
I gotta take a sip of
Who's
water.
only 4 deep? Oh, this is my sister. Hey, Denise. We have a full house. Everybody's over here. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm really over here just enjoying this.
Just
like
dicking
it's just
around.
So,
Look at
And
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like
it's
yeah.
mesmerizing.
Hey, you
I'm
ever
like,
seen
I'm
that
like
meme
5.5,
where they
probably
said
6
women had a
inches
dick
average.
and there's
Yeah,
like
it's
elephant
like
with the nose and you
Like,
just
I
flipping it
think-
around? That's what she's
okay,
doing right now.
do we have it still? I would say. I'm sorry, I gotta. Okay. This is probably what I feel is average. Would you agree?
That's what you
From
can
here
suck,
to
Lola.
here.
Go
I'm
ahead and
assuming
say
that
it.
this is what I appear when I think of average.
That's
This is what I
average.
hear, or this is what I see in my head.
I
From
agree.
here to here.
I agree.
What do you?
That's average.
That's
So-
still too
Okay.
big.
That's too big.
You think so? Okay, I'm about to
For
see.
average,
Help me out, please. Thank you.
Remember, I was LDN.
You gotta measure the dick.
It's about a good 5.
That's a good So that's
we said that the average is 5.16. So,
you got it down to the decimal.
if your penis looks like this, it's okay. If it's like this, it's even better. But if it's like this, it's okay. But on some real shit, like I think if this was a little thicker, I would be okay.
I would be fine.
What
do y'all prefer? Growers or showers?
I don't care how you get there as long as you get there.
Yeah.
You can be a
I mean, I'm be honest, ain't no point to be in the shower. Like,
She's Phyllis Hyman. I don't care how you get there. Just get there if you can. Oh, singing.
Fuck showing you.
Hey, you know what, Ignite, man? I don't know what's worse, man. The fact that you just measured a dick that wasn't yours, or I just washed you. I don't know what's worse.
Right. Hey, look. Hey,
I watched it too.
It's some things that you gotta do for the show, but look, I'm very comfortable with my sexuality, so I ain't worried about it. I'm good.
I feel you, bro.
I'm good.
I feel you,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
like a real demonstration, but I don't have
And plus, ain't like
Can't nobody tell me
I'm
shit,
talking
bro.
shit, man. It's a joke. It's a joke, nigga. It's a joke, nigga. It's a joke,
I
nigga.
know. Ain't like you took it and put it inside of anyway, goddamn.
Exactly.
So why don't you put the fake dick inside the fake pussy and see if we can get a fake baby? How about that?
She about to.
How about that?
This is when black businesses meet together.
You about to lube the fake dick.
CBD lube.
Yeah, tell me.
So that's weed lube? You about to waste weed on a fake dick?
So what kind of effect does the CBD give?
So CBD, it's basically how I describe it. It's the cousin of THC. So basically, what CBD does is more of the properties in which gives more the relaxed feel or like the comfort feel. So what it does, it can help. Well, CBD actually helps with like anxiety. It helps you relax the body, relax like the calmness and things. So with the actual CBD lube, it actually helps to calm the nerves down. It brings down it can bring down any inflammation if you're experiencing like issues on the vagina or which you may have like painful sex. It helps it to be less painful. It also helps with bringing in a blood rush for you to have like a good stronger erection. But also one thing that the lube you can.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is this something you rub on outside?
No, it's the outside. It's water-based lube, so you can use it on condoms. You can use it on latex.
It smells pretty good too.
I'm about to say, what happened if I put it on this blunt that I'm rolling right now?
Am I gonna turn it into some freak shit?
No, it's not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it into like an aphrodisiac. I'm gonna be horny for the rest of the night and shit. I smoke this shit.
Trying to add that extra CBD
But
to
what
it.
it does though, with the actual lube itself, it actually copies the natural lubrication that the women have.
And it enhances it.
Yes, it enhances it a lot. So
I'm gonna need some of that.
yeah,
So it's pussy juice. I need it, bar. I need a jug of this.
It's pussy juice
I
in
need
the
a
bottle.
jug of this.
So like if you
Pussy in
put
the
it
bottle.
on
I need this right
if you
here.
decide to put it on your hand and just rub
Hey,
your
I
fingers
found a way
together,
to
you'll
bottle
feel it
pussy.
for a
I'm gonna
minute.
see.
Emergency pack.
I like that because
pussy when I'm going
I
home.
didn't even get the ass. I'm like, shit, it's lube.
Yeah, it's water based, so it's
Emergency
fine.
pussy in the bottle. So yeah, I would eat this, but everybody else ate it already. So I wouldn't eat no pussy that everybody
somebody
else
else.
and already ate and shit. So I'm
I
gonna
feel like
pass
lube
this to the
has
next.
the
and
worst
shit.
reputation ever. Because they're like, oh, I don't need no lube.
Bernie Mac did that. You see, I be glad when they put pussy in the can, right?
It helps.
I'm going to get a
I'm
6-pack
not
of
gonna
pussy
lie,
and
this
I'm
will
going
probably be some
home.
good lube. Now, do you guys make this yourself? Like this is your own ingredient as far
Yeah,
as
my own
what's name?
ingredient, and I get it tested, and it has 75 milligrams of CBD in each bottle of it, so that's one of the highest that's in the market right now. For it, and it really helps. Like it really helps in regards of like if you are. It helps you stay wet. So I will say that it helps you stay wet. I had a lot of good reviews on it. People love it on anal.
So it kind of counteract the
It definitely just helps us go in here a lot easier.
the dryness that condoms produce.
It helps.
It helps with that. Definitely.
Yeah, because it replicates the natural juices of the women inside of women. Like the lubrication.
You over there having cyber
Instagram.
sex, Lola?
So how much is this?
You over there having
I
cyber
am
sex?
really over
So
here.
right
just
now
having
that
a
bottle
moment.
is actually on. It's $25. It's on sale. A little bit goes a long way. So
And then you can get some CBD oil, and then you get one of these from Midnight Pleasures.
It feel
taking-
real like
you
it's
have
like
you
it's
don't have a
supposed to.
website yet, right? You just find it on Facebook.
Like,
You
did
can
you
find
feel
me
it?
on Instagram and
feel
on
that?
Facebook.
So what y'all need to do?
Or you can call me at 313-283-7238. But check me out on Instagram, MIDNITE Pleasures.
So
Say
get one of these.
say that phone number one more time for the people that just ran to get a pencil.
313-283-7238. 672-7238 Midnight Pleasures.
For one of these, call that number. And then for some lube, go
Raw and Explicit on Instagram, and our website will be up by the end of this month.
It's
that means that we will be promoting that all of February, Black History Month, baby.
And I also will be having virtual classes on giving fellatio and cunnilingus also coming up. So.
Can you explain to us what that is? Can you explain that terminology to everybody that might not know what that is right now?
Yeah, sucking dick and eating vagina.
Or pussy.
Tongue action.
Yeah.
Where's the sip?
Pussy is the word. Take a sip.
Oh yeah, right.
So someone asked, do you have any with THC in it?
It's in the making.
It's in the making.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
So that's the premium.
That's legit high pussy.
Yeah.
That's
that
the premium.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
High as giraffe pussy. That's what you should call it.
But yeah, I
Giraffe
feel
pussy.
like they lube definitely is like the underdog
It
and like
is.
sex toys and additives. Like so to me, like sex toys is cool, but my thing is that I'm more like the like what I call like the additions to sex. So like the lube, the handcuffs, the restraints and stuff like that. And then I was talking to Deanna. I was like, one man's desert is another man's water park because. Wasn't that nice?
That's a good. I never thought of it like that.
Because, sometimes, if I want to just have sex, I may have sex. My vagina may be like,
That's a good way of thinking.
we're gonna work a little bit.
The glasses.
I think I wrote a blog one day,
Good
and
way of
it was
thinking
like, I forgot what the hell it was called. It was something about Chewbacca in the desert or some shit. And I was Chewbacca in the desert. It was all bad, you guys. It was a very traumatic experience.
Hairy and dry.
It was all bad. And it was because he was like, I'm like, you need to turn me on. And his thought of turning on was licking my nipple twice. And I'm like,
Just 2 times.
Jesus, he lives so close to my job. And I just don't want to have to drive so far.
So what are some good things? What are some good things and ways to initiate sex or turn on a woman that y'all feel like are universal? That's not something that's specific to you.
You have to caress.
What about when you just meeting a person and y'all just linking for the first time?
Caressing them. Not being so aggressive. Taking your time.
But some women do like the aggressiveness, and so starting off and you're not aggressive. When do you turn on the aggressiveness?
Again, that's a whole. First of all, consent. I would say that much because
definitely consent.
It's first of all consent because you can come up to me and I could be like, oh, and then you touch me the wrong. I wasn't even in the mood for you to do that right now. Like we done locked eyes. We on a different time. Then you done did some shit that just did not. You just stepped out. Yeah. So it's like fast. Okay, yeah. So you're doing too much.
Foul on the floor.
Yeah. It's really just like the pen.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, just go with when you fucking or when you about to go with the flow. Do not rush nothing. Do not just make some shit happen. You gotta really go with the flow of things because you have to know what's going on. You can't just be rushing to get the pussy because the pussy not even be ready, and then you go into some dry pussy. Then you saying this bitch pussy ain't ready, but mentally she wasn't ready.
Can we get a motherfucking bomb? Can we get a bomb? Listen, I may have raging water, but this bitch is not always over here flowing.
I might have rushed it a few times on a couple pussies.
I done went too fast.
It's really
I'm gonna have to go back and check.
It's a mental thing.
Slow it down and find out.
Yes.
If it's really trash or not.
It's a mental thing.
You ain't gotta race.
No.
Like my vagina is not a faucet. You just don't turn on and be flowing huge waters instantly.
You know what?
It may have a little drip, and then I'm gonna need you to
that's the expectation of us.
What men think because men are instantly when we think about it, it can go there.
Yeah, it could.
And for women, depending on the woman, it might not be that.
Exactly.
And we don't somewhat understand that concept.
Or if a man is turned off and he ain't quite ready yet, and he ain't getting this stuff up, he ain't turned on.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If a man ain't getting up, for the most part, it's probably because he got a problem.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
Why
No. Let's not say that because it's been
talk about that shit?
Don't talk about
I'm gonna talk about it. It's been times where
a
chick she didn't turn me on. I just couldn't.
But some of those times
go
I can say
on that one
the time I didn't get up, the few times that I didn't, it was probably out of anticipation of getting ready to fuck this motherfucker. So it was like, I'm anxious, and now you don't want to work, buddy. What's going on today, boy?
All right,
you fucking me up.
We gon'
I've had that happen twice.
Since
it's kind of
uncut
the shameful
and
thing.
raw and explicit. I was about to fuck one of my mama friends, and I said, listen, I stay in the flat right now, and she happened to stay up under me. So, well, it's actually my stepmom, but she stayed up under me. And
his stepmom.
I could not fuck her friend because, just for the simple fact that I know she probably can hear what's going to happen. Like I couldn't get it up. I couldn't force myself to even.
Oh yeah.
And I felt bad telling her like, nah, it ain't gonna go down.
No man.
Because that's what she came up for. I felt sorry as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But I just couldn't do it.
It's because don't no man want to be known for a time when he didn't come up, especially if that was the one
For
time.
real.
It's a real big ego thing.
It really is. It really is. Because I mean, even though she joked the next day or whatever about it or whatever, but she didn't take nothing to it because she understood what the situation was. Like,
because I promise you,
I could not do it.
2 times that I didn't come up, I made sure I had to do something another time.
Oh yeah, bro, you had to break that motherfucking
I ain't gonna. I would have been like, dang, they would have felt a certain kind of way.
Yes, you have.
They would have felt. I felt like they would have been like, he wouldn't get up for me. Was something wrong with this dude? Like damn, what's going on with me? Like. I was legitimately maybe too anxious.
Talk about it.
Too anxious.
You think we don't know? You think I don't know what's going on?
A lot of things. Mental is a real thing.
I mean,
mental is a real thing.
Accept some shit like that.
I mean,
I really did fuck up.
Like you said before.
So, ladies, if you can also stroke a man mental to get him there as well, like for real. Like, men are visual and mental. Like all that shit playing into a nigga head, like, you can get him there fast. Like for real.
Sure can.
That shit is real.
Oh, I don't know. I just
It's
was like a moment of solitude
lit.
that
I ain't even gonna lie.
chilled out for a second.
Always.
Miana, you okay over there? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't drink dark.
Oh,
really just got me like, I'm zoned out.
Okay?
Like,
You alright?
I'm good.
So you didn't drive
I ain't got
tonight,
no
did you?
water.
Did you drive tonight?
I'm good.
I drink dark, but
I don't usually get like lost for words.
So what do y'all think about liquor and weed when it comes to sex? Do y'all think those enhance? Like I'm a firm believer that I don't care what nobody say. I think weed enhance sex.
absolutely, we make everything better. Like food,
It's a mental
like
shit.
everything.
But y'all
You
think
give
it's more so
yourself a
mental?
chance to be more free, more
Exactly.
open.
Yeah.
You give yourself that chance. You
Your
more
consciousness,
willing
you're
to
not
be like,
talking to yourself. You're not too much in your head where you allow yourself to just let go.
The properties of THC and CBD, or what it does, it relaxes your body and puts you in a state in which you are able to just focus and just be like, okay, cool. So most of the time when your body is relaxed, you're down. You're more so like ready to be like, okay, I'm ready. The anxiety, the things in which you may be feeling is reacting with the chemicals that the CBD and THC has within our own system, and it like fluctuates with like the dopamine in our body, and as well as the serotonin, and it helps levels it out. Like CBD it connects with serotonin, so with that you becoming more like excited and ready for it. With dopamine is more so like the excitement and the addiction properties in which brings it, so it can enhance it because your body is like anticipating on it, but yet you're in a relaxed state, so now you're more so to be like, okay, I'm really ready, I'm good, let's flow, let's let it happen. So it does help to enhance the sexual experience.
For people that don't know, serotonin is the enzyme in your body that it naturally produces to keep
Go
you
ahead,
awake.
teach them.
We
need this type of stuff.
Like
We don't talk
they
about
probably know about
sex
melatonin.
Yeah.
They probably putting their kids to sleep with melatonin, but they don't know about serotonin. It's something that keep you up.
It's your happy.
Exactly, it's your happy,
neurotransmitter.
your happiness.
Yep.
You happy?
Yeah, so you just good. You like, I'm ready.
Like on sunny days, your serotonin is really high.
Okay.
Versus
Vitamin
gloomy
D.
days.
So when was the first time everybody lost their virginity? I'm gonna be honest. My first time, like I probably ate pussy in high school. My first time, like actually fucking somebody.
Like vaginal. I was 19.
18.
Vaginal, I was 19.
7.
Head, I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, I was in
How
10th
knew you in
grade.
8th grade? Darn.
10th,
My
11th
parents
grade.
walked in on me. It was like they
Wow.
knew I was on some shit.
Wow.
My straight A nerd ass. Shit, they must have heard the couch, but they came downstairs. I'm all trying to hurry up and couldn't get my clothes on in time. It was over.
I fucked a few times in the same house
It was over.
as my parents.
Oh
when I was
my
younger.
god.
And trying to be
Hold on, wait.
It was over.
I was literally about to say something like, but my grandma watched
So
I'm shutting the fuck up at this point.
So
I'm not.
at some point, I ain't gonna lie. At some point, I did. She ain't watching.
I know my
I
mom
did
ain't
have sex
watching.
with my
I know
mom.
my mom ain't watching.
Oh my god.
But she was staying at the crib.
I may have accidentally had sex in my grandparents' basement sometimes.
They
Sorry.
gonna kill you.
Knowing your knowing
They probably
how
already
they probably
knew.
was cool with it.
They
probably like
wasn't cool with it, but I'm
They're
sure
not
they
cool with
probably
it.
knew.
Yeah, if they
So
knew,
now,
they
when you
probably was
say
cool with it. If
lose
they ain't
your
come down there and break
virginity,
it
do
up.
you count the first time that you bust a nut, or the first time that you just, I guess from a male perspective, the first time that you put it in, like you.
First time.
The first time I put it in and stroked a couple times and bust that nut.
Yeah, because
I remember the first time I was able to nut. Like that shit was crazy. Like
Is it the best feeling ever?
it's like the first time.
Is that from
the first
sex
time-
or from you jacking off?
Probably
I was 12.
like
I was 12, so I was jacking off. Yeah, I was jacking off. I
I
was
think,
jacking off.
I think
First
most
time,
guys,
like, first time,
first
like,
nut is from jacking off.
Oh, my grandma said she
talking about
knew.
the first time
I'm
I've
so
ever
hurt.
seen like nut come out of my dick. I was like, oh shit! Like I was hype as hell, like because I've been watching porn forever.
Look, I did it! I finally did it!
So your mom been sitting up here watching you play with dick the whole time.
Okay.
We know what she
Real
wants to
quick
do.
story. And I may have told the story before. So, my mama had just had surgery. It was 9th grade at Cass. You know, I was smart. I didn't
Here it come, mama.
Cass. It doesn't matter.
Here we go.
Anyway, so
Here we
yes,
go.
we are second to none. Anyways,
First off,
Red
Besides
first.
our horn.
listen. First
as
off,
long as it wasn't King
first off, y'all
Arthur.
school is named after a
How
slave
about you
owner.
shush? Okay, so
Change the name.
Racist.
it's not
Change
about.
the name.
Racist.
Listen, it's about the legacy of the students.
That's the
and
point.
not the person
Racist.
whose name.
Right.
Black Lives Matter.
So here I am,
Trash
innocent
tech.
child of me, like 14. So how old you are in 9th grade? It doesn't fucking matter. So I'm in 9th grade trying to write this fucking long ass paper that I ended up fucking failing. And I'm like, you guys, I finally wrote my first page. I'm gonna read it to you. So I'm reading it. My mom on the couch. My grandmother disappears. She comes back with this huge fucking black dildo, 3 times the size of this, right here near my mouth. I swear on everything. If the
Your
door
grandma had
was
a
all the
dildo
way over
that
there
big.
off the camera, that's where the fuck I jumped to. I was tormented. I was just like, why would you do that? And they were just laughing. They just thought it was so fucking hilarious. And
They hated your paper.
How old was your grandma?
I failed it. I probably, because I was now like, is this what real dicks look like? This is probably the moment when I knew life for me was going to be different. No, but it took me a few more years after that to even suck a dick. So clearly she scared me enough away from the penises. I don't know if that was her intention or not, but it was
Talk
scared
about
you
it
into the
afterwards. Like shit.
Oh my gosh, she's talking about she still got it.
We used to sell adult toys.
I'm telling you, my family is lit. They are the most interesting family on earth.
So, I got a good question.
Lola's always
Real.
very interesting.
Because
Yes.
both of y'all say y'all both have mothers. You know, do y'all feel like sex is different after y'all have kids or during being pregnant and things
After
like
I
that?
had my daughter,
After you
our
get
sexual
older.
experience was it went through the roof. After
Better
I
than
had,
before?
Yes. After I had my daughter, to me, like I was like, because I don't know if it's been so long or what. It just was different for me. It was.
Did you have a natural birth or a C-section?
I had natural birth.
I had a C-section, so my sexual, it didn't change, physically, but you do get caught up, kids and everything, and you don't get it as much,
We still was
especially
doing
with
it.
your
Yeah, but I mean, like, as far as like how sex feels
Feels the
after
feeling
you
of
have
it.
your kid, you know what I'm saying? Because I know some men always be like, it's way wetter when she pregnant, things like that. So they be trying to have sex with pregnant women
It's
and
the
things
amniotic
like that.
fluid that you guys are fucking out of the baby.
I feel as though
kicking him in his head.
Somebody
like,
said coke enhances.
Yeah, that's my grandfather.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. My grandfather, he apparently.
I ain't did no coke, man. I ain't trying to do
This is
no
what I'm
coke.
saying. I think just a
I ain't trying to do
smidge,
no coke.
just a smidge on the tip of a dick may just be good for me. Just a
Oh.
little bit.
what was I was about to say something.
Are you playing with blue?
Actually, I was looking for the top.
Oh, I have the top. I'm sorry.
I was looking for it for you. I was seeing it. My little OCD had me looking for it around the table. Like, where the top at to that? For a
Yeah,
spill.
that's something I always wondered. Like, as far as like women, do they feel like it's different?
I feel like for me it was like after having my daughter, I was like, damn. Is it because it's been this long, or is it like because like I don't know what happened, but I also feel like after I had my daughter, I became more comfortable in my body.
That makes a lot of sense.
Were you doing it?
A whole human came out of your vagina.
Were you going for it when you was doing your pregnancy?
I wasn't having as like towards the end of it. No, not really. We wasn't, but like I feel like after me having my daughter and like seeing the changes of my body and accepting my body, it was more so like, you know what, fuck it, and it was what it was for me.
So you pretty much came a lot more comfortable after having your kid.
After having
when
my
it came
baby,
with sexuality, with
because
your
I had to accept my weight gain, my stretch marks, and things that wasn't a part of my body. You know, like it was just things that was just like wasn't the same. And my titties went down, just like what the fuck. But just embracing it now, it's just like, you know what?
I ain't gonna lie.
Like it is what it is.
When I had my daughter, I was married at the time during her pregnancy, and I couldn't be more attracted to her during the time of her pregnancy. Like I felt like I was more attracted to her then. I don't know why, but I felt like I was more attracted to her.
It was a chemical thing. You was growing inside of her.
Yes, I think that's probably what it was.
The energy growing, pulling you near, pulling you near.
My seed growing inside of her, I don't know. That's probably what made it more exciting to me or whatever. But just her being pregnant with my seed, I was way more attracted to her. Yeah, than before. I mean, although I was not saying that I wasn't attracted to her before, but I was really attracted to her. I'm just trying to clear that.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't trying to misconstrue.
Watching somebody give birth, that shit do turn you on. It'd be like, God damn, you really had
and in the nursing room, I was in there, like I had the camera going and everything, like, and the doctor, she was running late, so I was ready to catch my daughter if I needed to, but she came in just in time and got ready, so I was good on the camera, but. I loved every moment of it.
My baby daddy kept laughing, and I just wanted to punch the shit out of him.
Y'all say some crazy shit when y'all giving birth.
No, he was so nervous, and he was just like, it was just like that kind of
trying to laugh
trying
to
laugh it off, and it's just like, shut the fuck up, like, bro.
You got irritated.
I'm pushing a human out of my vagina right now.
Yeah, I kept trying to stay out the way a little bit too because.
So y'all know what comes from sex, having a baby. You know, what your
Unless
mama
you
just
swallow.
say, you ain't gotta go to college to have a baby. Okay, that's why sex education is very important, especially as in our adult lives. We don't learn a lot as kids. We don't really experience things until we become adults.
You need to learn the pros and the cons when it comes to sexual health, because everybody just focus on the cons, what brings out the curiosity of it. So we need to focus on both the pros and the cons when it comes to sexual health, sex education, because then that's when you'll be able to accept it and eliminate the stigma.
And it's always okay to talk to your partner about what you want and what you need.
You have to.
Hopefully today y'all got a little insight on a few things. We learned what's the name?
And then don't think that just because you have a fetish that you're weird. I think that's one thing I've learned. Like, you have to be open to everybody's little kinks.
Yeah.
Initially when the dude was like super obsessed with like sucking on my toes, I'm like, yeah, bro, you kind of strange. But then I was like, well, I kind of like it, so it's okay. But I think that helped me open up to like, okay, I may like some other little things that I didn't think I would like.
Did he just start doing it, or he asked you to do it?
I'm sure he probably been sucking on other people's feet, but
did he just
I've never been a toe sucking guy.
on you, or was he like, baby?
Oh yeah, he just came to visit my house.
I probably sucked my wife's toes.
Let me put this foot in my mouth, and I was like, nope. And then he was like, yeah, and I'm like, no. And so then he didn't.
I think I got a foot fetish too, but I don't suck.
Nah, bro, he stuck them, lick them, like he just him in my foot.
He got an obsession.
Do he wash them first, or he just?
This is the crazy shit. Okay, so he apparently likes them. What?
Dirty feet.
No, he doesn't like dirty feet. He likes the way feet smell after they've been sweating. So it's not my feet, because I never like have sweaty feet like when I go over there, because that's weird, because I know you're about to suck my feet, so why would I like come over here with sweaty feet? But he'd be like, babe, you should just come over here one day after your second job and just let me just rub on your feet. And I'm like, No.
Hey, if y'all got y'all weird fetishes, it's okay.
But I'm sitting there like, I
okay.
mean, it's okay. But then it's just like,
It's just
now me wanting to
interesting that
kiss
people
you.
have those
It's a little
desires
different.
and tastes.
For sure. This has been a very, very, very interesting and fun.
We are practicing acceptance, love, and for all, and whatever your tastes are. You just got to be grown about it, learn to communicate, and know what you want and how to get it.
It's okay to look for sex education for adults because a lot of adults don't know what they think they know. I will say that.
It's your body.
I was talking to my boy about it today, and I was like, I don't really think I'm that freak like I thought I was. I'm not that freaky, okay? I would like to maybe get there one day, but yeah, maybe not that freaky. You know, I don't really do.
Open and talk about it.
Maybe when I was younger, I was looking more freaky.
You gotta trust, though. You gotta trust your partner. You gotta trust who you with. You know.
We can be honest, it's scary because, like, the worst thing to do is to be judged on something that you thought was normal. Like, because it makes you feel, like, insecure at that point. Nobody wants to be insecure with your partner.
It's like a sexual shame thing.
Yeah, it is, exactly. I feel like we just had the little kumbaya moment. Before we come with our last little, all the things that we say, we're going to play our last song by Shayla Chantel. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's in Spanish. It's like,
Is she singing in Spanish?
Nope, she's not. The title of it, I'm sure, is Spanish, though. Or Italian. Or French. It's not French, because I would have been able to read it then. But it's a really beautiful song. So, we're going to play her last song, and then we're going to come back.
A Hall's cough drop. Where y'all keep saying?
She said Hall. She was on that shit.
Okay,
she said,
Hall's
I've been here, done that, my
Talking about when they
nigga.
sucking dick?
Yeah.
I've never had a Halls.
Listen, give me a peppermint. I'm okay with, I like peppermint because of the taste, and I don't like Halls, but they kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, the menthol.
It's the mint, yeah.
And, see, that's
Oh,
my
okay,
class.
little baby superhead. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my old title.
I'm interested.
So, you ready for the song? All right, you guys. We'll listen to our last song by Shayla Chantel, and then we'll come back with our last little tidbits of things to say, and then we'll end it. So, enjoy the last song.
We've known each other for some time, and I can't help but wanna make you mine. All night long, I've had you in my sights. You're so sexy, I think I might wanna take you for a ride. I'm gonna do all the things. Only question is your place. Live in the moment tonight. Quiero ser tu mujer sucia, solo por esta noche. Tú sabes que mi quieres también, por tanto mi amor. I just wanna take you home and play a little one-on-one, and after one time you want more.
that there is more.
Having a kid change all that, make it look like way different.
Oh, yeah.
I hope y'all really enjoyed this last song of hers. She's just so melodic and it's so calming and soothing. All her music is available on all digital platforms. She has been doing music for 16 years. She said hashtag old as fuck. She don't look old as fuck, but I mean, whatever. And she says she has more singles coming and she's dropping visuals with each one for each season.
Go crazy.
So that was our artist of the week. As you guys know, each week we try to have an artist of the week, and then we also have a black business of the week. We got to have 2 of them this week.
By black women.
And black women. And also, I would like to just go ahead and point out history of the Pretty Dope-ish podcast. This is the first podcast where women actually got to be here, because it usually just be me struggling by myself, but I got other vaginas in the room. Thank you, other vaginas. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Yes. Pussy power. You know, I made my shirt today. It says "Dope Pussy Energy" because that's what we all had today. And it's not just about
that
DDE. Yes, it's not just about like having good vagina, but it's like the type of like femininity that elevates you and that's deep in other ways and just sexually, like, because you can be like a sexual vixen, but like if you add that mental part to it, you are unstoppable. So ladies, definitely get in touch with your femininity and just know that like you have all that you need to control the world and the things around you inside of you. So again, we got 2 black businesses here. We have Mel from Midnight Pleasures, as she said before. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook. Hit her up with her phone number that she about to repeat because I didn't know it.
313-283-7238.
And she's also a therapist if y'all need some therapy for your relationship
Because
issues
you
and things
know
like that.
we big on black mental health. And she is a legit licensed therapist.
Yeah.
So definitely hit her up. She's going to be back on the show when we talk about some more in-depth stuff about black culture. And then we got Miana with Raw and Explicit. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. She has her CBD oil
and Facebook page.
And add yourself in her group on Facebook.
Yes, it's Raw and Explicit. That's it. It's Raw and Explicit.
Yes. And then special thanks to our male that came in with all his expertise of sexuality, looking all extra fine, like he came from the motherland with his dreads.
Hey, wait till I get my dreads. It's coming. It's coming.
Hey, lock life.
Dreads is lock life, man.
Lock life.
As far as black people got lock life, man. Grow your hair, man.
Then he got all this zaddy going on with the gray hair. Yeah, he 32.
Oh yeah, look, listen. I'm going for the zaddy body this summer.
This gray came early. This gray was unexpected.
Daddy bod coming soon, okay?
Follow me on Instagram, big_homie313.
Heard it.
So, as we always say, thank you guys so much for following this journey with us as we grow and learn ourselves more as a podcast and grow as a podcast. Make sure you like, follow, share, all the shit you're supposed to do. People on social media.
Next week.
Tune in next week. We are doing, we know it's the
Celebrity government.
It's the celebrity government. As we had did a little preview, last week we're going to go head to head with different celebrities that may or may not be the best.
Talk about some governmental issues, make some jokes, you know. Trump finally got impeached for the 2nd time. He's the only president to be impeached twice. We'll talk about that next week because I think that is hilarious.
If it goes through the Senate, we just need to make sure that he can't be president again. That's the
How
only
you
thing
get
that matters.
fired on your last couple days on the job? Like
same way Craig got fired on the day off, okay?
They just want to make sure that he can't come back to the job.
Exactly. That's all I care about.
Like, y'all should have been did this.
But you just had to make it to the 20th of January. You couldn't do that. Like,
I mean, technically we will.
I mean, y'all should have been retired. Y'all should have been did all this shit. Now you gonna wait till the damn
New York
day of
has
his
cut off all
presidency
his
to do this
business ventures, like all his business contracts and everything. All
Look,
his business contracts.
Tune in next week.
Is out of
Pretty Dope-ish podcast, 10 p.m. as we talk about
this man that messed up his money. I think this presidential election has been one of them fucked up. It messed up his whole life.
It has been super crazy. But again, we definitely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you guys for coming on here
Thank
with
you for
us
having
and
us.
being
I'm
open
so
and
excited.
honest
This
about
was
so many
fun.
things.
Thank you
I
so
loved
much
it.
for having me.
You are so very welcome. Thank you
Appreciate you
guys for
guys.
coming.
love
Thank
to
you
do
guys.
that.
Ooh, I'm hitting shit. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're a little fucked up. Hopefully you're a little turned on. You got your little partner there. You can call up your little booty call, text, hey big head, get your little fuck on.
Text me.
Because I mean,
Right.
you know,
Thank you for watching.
dick is in the air.
Netflix and chill.
Yes, it is. It has been a pleasure. It is our time. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week, Wednesday. Bye.
7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.